Hello and welcome to the Sports Corner, the top corner, but it's a mixture of the both. It's the channel, but it is the top corner, lads. Reacting to the Bundesliga match day. I think we're match day 29 now, or 30. We're very close to the end. Maybe 31 actually. We're one of them. We've got 3 games reacted for you today. We've got Fortuna Dusseldorf versus Dortmund. That's going to be me. We've got Kieran L reacting to Paderborn versus Werder Bremen, his boys. And we've got Kieran D reacting to Hertha Berlin versus Frankfurt with a big Bastos. Can he make an impact? I mean, we'll start off with last night, Leipzig picking up a great 2-0 win. Who actually watched it?
I watched it.
I didn't have time.
So everyone but you?
Yeah, as always.
Yeah. Do you want us to talk through? Because, well,
yeah.
I'm not going to ask you to talk through.
Yeah, please don't ask me to talk. I can have a good guess.
Well, to be fair, Hoffenheim obviously first game under a new manager. They actually didn't look too bad. I mean, they conceded more chances towards the end because the legs were gone. They just looked absolutely towards the end. Leipzig were piling on the pressure. It was a quick fire double from Dani Olmo, who took a time to settle himself into the Leipzig side when he signed from, I think it was Zagreb during the January transfer window.
Yeah, it was Zagreb.
But now he's there. Nicely taken finish. Both quite simple goals for him to take a man of his quality. And apart from that, I don't actually think Leipzig were at their free-flowing best. What about you, Kieran?
No, I was about to say Leipzig were really wasteful. They were lucky to be 1-0 up, to be fair. Obviously, the VAR controversy in the opening few minutes of the game where it got disallowed because of the referee standing in the way and all that. It's just it was a very stop-start game, but Leipzig probably did deserve to win. But I didn't think Hoffenheim looked that bad.
No, I mean, it's probably... Oh, go on.
I was going to say Leipzig haven't looked. Hoffenheim haven't been dreadful, but Leipzig haven't looked at their best as they were, before the break happened. Leipzig were looking very strong contenders to possibly win the league, and then the sort of do you think it's just tiredness, not used to playing? But we've seen other teams come back and go free flow like Bayern.
I think. Do you know what? It's what I think Kieran Dillon said it. I can't remember if she said it about Leipzig or not, but I think you might have said it about Dortmund. But the maturity of a Leipzig side, because Leipzig are so frantic, they're so attacking. They can lose that defensive edge sometimes, like a game where all they need to do is eke out a 1-0, and it's happy days. They can go home and they can take 3 points, whereas they'd keep attacking to the last minute, concede an equaliser in the 90th minute, and question why they didn't pick up all 3 points. Mm-hmm. So I think that maturity, and it goes back to what Nagelsmann said in an interview. He said, we're not a top team yet, whereas Bayern Munich, who do it week in, week out, etch out results, they're a top team. So Leipzig are still a few years off. If they keep that maturity level, though, and as Kieran Dillon said, kind of stop always going for the 7-0 wins. As he said, actually, about Liverpool as well, that'll be what gets Leipzig the success. So they'll be happy with just picking up results when they're not playing their best.
I mean, we've got some quite big games today. So today, Bayern Munich come in the league. So if Dortmund lose and Bayern win their game... I think, is it tomorrow they're playing or later on this evening? I can't remember. Yeah, what's it called? They win the league if Dortmund lose. If Dortmund win and Bayern do lose, we thought the title race was gone. It's still on there. It'd only be a 4 points difference. Obviously, that's Bayern losing another one, then a draw, but it is doable. But I think one of the biggest games today is the bottom 3. Dusseldorf having Dortmund, getting that really big chance. If they can pull off a shock win over Dortmund, that puts them in 15th, out of that playoff relegation spot. Also, you have beaten a side who are second. Like that could, for them final 3 games that are left, that could build your momentum. And then for your game, Kieran, out Werder Bremen versus Paderborn. Paderborn could not finish last, which you wouldn't have thought, but if they beat Werder Bremen and pick up another win, it'd be tough, but...
I think it's pride for Paderborn at this point. It's sad with me. I've been believing in the hype train that they were going to stay up.
Well, they've got Union Berlin in the week, Tuesday night.
And I'm pretty sure if they got Union, so, and this is, admittedly, we always say, if they're going to beat a team, it's the only team that's worse than you. Sadly, no one's worse than Paderborn.
I tell you, there's some good games on Tuesday night.
I do. I'm going to ask old Joshy for a watch along because Union face Fortune, Paderborn.
Yeah, and then there's Freiburg, Hertha Berlin, and then Werder Bremen, Bayern Munich.
I just want to watch Paderborn again. To be honest.
Those are some good games.
Yeah.
I mean, the games are just about to kick off. I just wanted to have a quick mention of not the Bundesliga games, because obviously there were a couple of games last night from other leagues. The La Liga returned. Granada beating Getafe. I said that was quite a shock result. Getafe sitting in 5th, Granada 8th. But the way Getafe were playing, they were looking for that 4th spot against Sociedad. They're obviously leveling points, but Sociedad have got a game in hand. We also had Valencia drawing with Levante and Juventus drawing with AC Milan to go through to the final. You watched that game, didn't you?
We had Valencia draw with Levante. Valencia scored a 98th minute penalty to equalise.
Jesus.
Levante, 98th minute, God.
We had Ante Rebic taking up the form of Taekwondo, which is...
that game was so boring. I'm not even joking. It started off well.
Yeah, it was.
And then...
But I don't know about you, but the 10 men thing, yes, it was a red card. Trust me, that's a red card.
Oh, yeah. That's Nigel de Jong, like.
Yeah, it killed the game a little bit, didn't it?
I'd just like to announce that Big Bastos is playing and Evan and Dicker. But there's no Timmy Chandler.
Do you want to just go through your team's starting 11? I mean, I could start off here if I can find it. There we go.
I need to get it up.
So, just off, we've got Kastemeyer in net, then Ayan, Hoffman, and Gabelman, the back. And then you've got Sobotka at CDM. Then you've got Zimmerman and Suttner on your wings. I'm guessing they're full backs. Push forward, Stoger and Barisha in the middle, then Thome and Karaman, which does mean that Rowan Hennings is on the bench again. And then for Dortmund, you've got Berkey, Piszczek, Hummels, Akanji, Hakimi, Can, Witzel, Guerrero, Sancho, Hazard, and Brandt. So Brandt's playing as the striker now, and Sancho, Hazard as them Cam's mixed wingers. What we talked about sort of on Wednesday. Kieran D, have you got the team up?
Interestingly enough, it's the first time that I think Hertha Berlin since the restart have actually started both Ibisevic and Piatek up front together. So there's those two up front, and then a midfield 4 of Grojic, Grelberd, Derrida and Meyer, Pekarik, Boyata, Turaniga, Platanat and Justin. And then for Frankfurt, they're going 3 at the back. So we've got Trapp, Abraham, Hasebe, and Evan and Dicker, no Hinteregger. And then Kostic and Kor in 2 defensive midfielders, and Kostic and Da Costa, I think, as wing backs. And then there's Kamada, Dost, and Sal. Apparently, Sal's playing as a right winger. Highly doubt that, though.
And then before we just go to carrying out, the games have kicked off, I think. Has everyone kicked off?
Yeah. No, actually, I haven't kicked off yet.
But I said Dortmund's kicked off around 30 seconds. And carrying out, what is the Paderborn and Werder Bremen teams?
Well, I got excited because I saw Claudio Pizarro was on the bench until I realised he was wearing a polo shirt, so he's not playing. But sadly, the 40-year-old will not be wheeled out for this game. But Zingeli, Jans, Strodiek, Rumpf, Yamilu Collins, Anthony Evans, Vasiliadis, Jasula, Antwi Ajayi, Sabine and Sven Mitchell was the Paderborn side. I know all them off by heart. Milot Rashika and Josh Sargent start up front for Werder Bremen. Yuya Osako starts in behind them, and they're going to play wing backs of Augustinsson and Gebre Selassie. The 2 midfielders sitting centrally and most deep will be David Klaassen and Maximilian Eggestein. They may be joined by Kevin Vogt, but he's lined up as a centre-back on this list. And Moisander and Veljkovic are the other 2 centre-backs on the pitch, with Yuri Pavlenka in goal.
So no Bittencourt? Is he on the bench? I'm guessing
he
was injured, wasn't he? So
he is on bench, yeah.
As well as we've got Wolfsburg and Freiburg going on, and Cologne and Union Berlin going on as well. So we'll have updates from those.
But we'll keep our eyes on them.
Union, but again, I think today is a lot about relegation, really, because you've got the bottom 2 teams facing each other. You've got Union Berlin facing a Cologne side that haven't looked the best, and they almost snuck a win the other night when Modeste scored, but then conceded 2 seconds later. So they didn't manage to get that, but.
Chris Watch just put, I was about to say that.
Hi lads, hope you're all well. And Rebic just doesn't give a shit.
No,
it's sort of the rebel stream today. As we know what happened last time, it was us 3. It basically wasn't as professional as it usually is with Josh. There was a lot of guard dogging.
Excuse me? There's a lot of what?
You don't need to know.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, Josh is doing watch-alongs on Twitch, but you don't want to watch that. You want to sit and watch us. But Josh does upload his highlights on YouTube later on in the evening. So I think we've got 3 Euro games in. I don't think Kieran's team has played. Kieran will have updates for his team.
I will. Well, we'll laugh because it'll probably be 0-0. So I'll probably just be saying, oh, it's 0-0.
Yeah, there was a lot of messaging group chat last night just worrying that all the games are going to finish 0, especially after last night's game. Highlights are up on YouTube.
Highlights are on YouTube. So is the NFL corner.
Yeah, what did you talk about yesterday? Well, these games are just teams trying to find the feet.
These games haven't really kicked into gear yet. Once we get the chances, we'll get the flow going. But last night, it was early in the day. We talked about arguably one of the most exciting divisions in the NFL when we talked about the NFC West. So we talked about the San Francisco 49ers, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Arizona Cardinals, and the LA Rams. There you go.
Oh, it's a big boy division.
And then Will asked for me did I have anything else to say, and realised to plug everything else we've got on the channel, it took me 5 minutes to get everything through.
It does, doesn't it? Well, we've got so much going on now, don't we?
Yeah, I was going to say, viva la content, honestly.
Viva la content, indeed. I mean, how are your team starting off here? Because Dortmund have been thingy. It's just back and forth. It's like a game of at the start of a game of rugby union when both teams don't know whether they want to attack or defend, so they're just hoofing it to each other. It's basically what is happening here.
I've just turned the sound on my telly. Can you hear that? Or do I just want
to? 2 seconds. If I mute mine.
No, I can't hear it.
You can't hear.
No worries, because I don't think they've gone to the extent of having crowd noise, which is a good sign.
We've
not
got
the Paderborn Stadium, no.
No, well, Paderborn is known as a fortress, is what I've heard. Especially
cold.
Is it though?
Is
it? That's what you've been telling yourself.
Yeah, I've been convincing myself. But the thing is, I'm watching this game, and what do you think about Milot Rashica playing as on the lineup sheet as a striker? It doesn't look like that from what I'm seeing. It looks like a Sacco and Sargent. But do you think he'd be able? Do you think it's kind of the point of we know he's our best player? Please put him in front of goal because at least he'll maybe able to score.
Yeah,
just had our first header on target. It was Sal. It was whipped in. It was a tame effort, but first top of target. More attempts on target than last week for Frankfurt already. 4 minutes into the game.
0 attempts on shots on target last week. Were it out of 29 attempts? Where it's something like that. Something stupid. They had a lot of shots, no things. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've watched now. I've watched a bit of Werder Bremen. Rashica's definitely been the outstanding player. Oh, sorry, Dusseldorf just won themselves. Never mind, it's offside. But yeah, I've watched a lot of Werder Bremen. Sargent does seem like he's there, but just never shoots. And I think they rely on Rashica a bit too much. So yeah, why not put him there? Put Asaka on that wing, because I think he could play there. He seems to drift around that side when Rashica's cut in.
I just think Werder Bremen lack a number 9, a proper number 9. I think Asako, he'll work hard a bit. He'll work hard and he'll probably pick up the odd goal from working hard. But for me, he's not the striker you want to get 10, 15 goals a season. I think, and Josh Sargent, he's just young. That's the thing. He's not quite chiseled into a proper Bundesliga striker just yet. I do believe he'll become one, just not quite yet.
I mean, but if you look at the future of the USA men's football team, we know the women's are great and they probably have more success than the men's, but the men's is slowly building up. You've sort of got Pulisic is sort of your star man when he's fit and ready. You've got Josh Sargent up front. You've got Weston McKennie, who's Tyler Adams at Leipzig. You've got McKennie at Schalke. A lot of them have come from the Bundesliga route.
I think so. It's that North America though, because you've got to look at Canada as well with Alphonso Davies and David from Genk as well.
Yeah. Who else have they got?
Hutchinson.
Hutchinson, the legend.
He is.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, he plays for Besiktas, I think.
The Bundesliga, the bloody guard dog's still about, and he goes, he is.
Oh, Boyata's just been yellow carded as well.
I thought you were going to say Boyata is as well.
No, he's
I do like that we're further into the season now because I think when the first games happened, I was struggling to tell the difference between Guerrero and Hazard, but Guerrero has grown a beard. just to enforce the same. We have got a comment from Chris Welch, just says Bayern Munich will win the Bundesliga today if they beat Mönchengladbach and Dortmund lose to Dusseldorf. It's impossible that Dortmund will lose, but the impossible can become possible.
It's not impossible. I've seen stranger things happen.
I mean, we talked
I've
about
seen
it.
Stranger Things.
I haven't.
I've never watched it. No,
It's good. So it's really good.
I couldn't get into it.
I was scared that there's too many monsters, to be honest with you.
That was my thinking with Scooby Doo, but
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little bit like PG Scooby Doo, to be fair.
No, it's just HD Scooby Doo, if any, like real life.
4K Scooby Doo.
It's a bunch of people trying to find out why there's a monster. They
I
don't
mean-
have a dog though.
And it
No,
turns
they
out
don't have
the real monsters are the human beings.
Oh,
There you go.
so
Deep.
it's just to reflect on life.
No, it doesn't. That's not how it ends.
It's close. Junior Hoylett for Canada.
Oh, how could I
Great
forget about
shout.
Junior Hoylett? Oh, what a player he is.
I think it's strange. We talked a lot about like these lower leagues, but we talked about Werder Bremen's manager being so young, looking like the guy from The Apprentice. Hey Siri, I think it's strange. Shut up, Siri.
No,
Excuse me, Siri.
Siri's trying to talk to me.
Oh.
But then we talked about Rowan Henning. Henning's not starting for Dusseldorf again.
I
Do you think
genuinely,
there's something wrong?
I think it's just because they don't want to lose. Like, if they want to beat a team, I think they'll put Hennings on the pitch.
They need as many points as they can. They're probably just going for draw.
It's strange that they don't put him on though. Like
That's why they played. It was Eric Tomic here, and is that how they've decided to play?
Well, to be honest, they've got more of a goal-scoring threat when Eric Tommy's on the pitch.
I don't even know who he is.
It's because he's called Eric.
I've had enough of this. He's on loan from Stuttgart. He's absolutely...
Right. At Stuttgart in the Bundesliga too.
Yeah, but I'd say that's rare that a team loan a player from a lower division.
I think it's one of them where they've sent him on loan, but if they go straight back up, they'll take him back.
Bit like Fulham did with Seri.
That's exactly So I think it's just more of an insurance blanket. So he gets to play Bundesliga football, and he can prove whether he's ready for the Bundesliga. And my God, is he ready for the Bundesliga? What?
Eric.
I had enough of this.
That's a great hold up. We've got a great attack chance here. Literally came out of nothing. I think it's Hakimi on the wing, puts in a tackle, but it goes so high that he just bounces, keeps in the pitch. Sancho just puts on the burner, sprints after it, does a lovely backheel through to Brandt. Nothing comes of it, but Sancho finally looking like the player he was before the break. I mean, we talked about the first few games, he was looking a lot slow, sort of complaining a lot. But as the games have gone on, he's slowly more coming into his own, probably looking for a move away. Apparently, a lot of people are not happy in the Dortmund camp. I think it might be in a Kanji or Hummels league that they told him to grow up.
That was Chan.
It was Chan.
I knew it was one of them.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't see him staying there anymore. And the reason is because actually I do think Dortmund will be a better team without him. But I do worry that Hakimi's going back because he fits that system so well. Yeah,
it'd be strange because I think Hakimi would be. I think he's happy there. Like from what I read about him, he's obviously had his kid and stuff, and it's a lot to sort of move your life now just as soon as you've had a kid. But also, it's perfect timing because you can raise him in Madrid.
And it's not like I think he is better than Carvajal as well.
Yeah.
He is a ready-made replacement.
He's more attacking. I'm about to say he's way more attacking, and Madrid have always had that threat on the wings, regardless of who was there.
What?
So does he need to go there? They don't need an attacking defender. Sorry.
But Trent's attacking. He's shit at defending, to be fair, and he works fine in that Liverpool system. I think he's ready, and he'll take over Carvajal when he goes back.
But Carvajal's not done bad. It's a bit like Carvajal's never done it. Oh my God! Do you know the man who looks like he's got a watermelon squished in his head? We've said for the last couple of weeks. The helmet. You know. Yeah, but it's not like a normal helmet. It's like a not pet check. It's a watermelon. He's off the ball, decided to run over someone, and I'm just trying to look at it. It's Josh Sargent. He just shoves him off the ball. Not off the ball. It's off the ball. That made no sense. That made no sense.
He's off the ball, but he's on the ball.
So basically, the ball was free. Sargent had passed it, and he was just running. And then he came over and shoulder barged him to the ground. Do you know, one of them, let him know you're there.
I tell you, this game has been so dead. I'm laughing because Dominic Kors slipped over on the ball. He's got the body slipped on it.
Like year 7 humour.
Oh my god. This game has been so dead.
When them people used to be really cool and step on the ball with both feet but then fell over.
Oh yeah.
Should have tried it, should you? Anyway, back to the football.
And no. There'd be someone who did it and then you'd try it and then you'd fall on your ass.
And you look like the twat.
Yeah.
Who said we weren't as professional when Josh went? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, Danny DeCosta's whipping it in. Big Bastos is nowhere near box.
Has anyone had any real telltale moment? Because I've got to admit, I, as much as I love Paderborn, watching them week in, week out, I have been given some of the worst football I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, hang on, we might have something here. Is that a free kick? It is. It's a free kick right on edge at box for Frankfurt. It's Cora who's been fouled, so Kostic has got a good chance here.
Did he not just...
It is right on the edge of the... Well, he might have fell over the ball again and ref might have been sorry for him.
I really need to get a webcam. I feel sorry for Kieran. He's just always left by himself.
Well, the thing is, I think it looks better. Like I like visual stimulus. I don't know why.
Yeah, no. I need to get... It's all right, because Viva la rent rebate.
Just a bit of news. Wolfsburg have taken the lead against Freiburg.
Have they? I did have it loaded up. Who scored? Ginczek scoring right foot shot from the centre of the box. Stefan getting the assist. I mean, I don't think we expected this game to be sort of your highlights, but they are the only goal so far today. So
I wonder if it was I wonder if Arnold assisted him.
Yeah, Arnold.
Right, so this free kick we've got it's Kostic. He stood over it. It's that position where it's too hard to get it up and over, but he might go for it. That top right hand corner it's calling out to him.
He's calling.
He's going to hit it. It's like over the wall and it's over the bar.
Never mind.
No, we've had a booking for Augustinsson, the Swedish fullback. It was a late one. A big centre-back Strodiek went and got in his face, but nothing came of it. He wasn't more shouting than handbags just now.
There's a bit of beef.
Yeah, a bit beef.
Kostic just tried to do the one matter where he just flicks it over the wall, sort of, but it's just not worked.
Wow.
It's gone to nothing. I mean, it's been quite a dead game in mine, to be honest. Nothing's happened.
I've had 2 shots. That's
so
but again, it's one of them where I feel like today, the teams that we're watching are like, apart from Dortmund v Fortuna, where there's miles difference in quality. Did you say you're watching Frankfurt Mainz?
Hertha.
Frankfurt Hertha, sorry.
That's the game I watched last week.
They're kind of equal, I'd say. I know Frankfurt.
Ooh.
The position doesn't say that, but
there is some naughty challenges flying in here, and someone's down injured.
Oh, there's a cross coming in, but it genuinely looked like that could have somehow gone into the top left-hand corner. Berkey looking a bit nervous, but nothing comes of it. But Dusseldorf having probably the best chances of the half so far.
Hold up. There is an advertisement board going round for beer pong. And is that a thing in Germany? I don't know if that's right. Would that be allowed in England? A beer pong advertisement?
Well, no, because we got a law that we're not allowed to advertise.
Right, and the fact that they've made the advertising sign blurry takes the mick if you are drunk because you can't see what it's put. So that's a bit.
I know we're not allowed to advertise gambling sites, aren't we?
Yeah, well, Nicholas Bentner got fined, didn't he, for his paddy power boxes?
Well, Hertha Berlin.
We've got a great chance to counter attack here. It's 3 against 1. Hakim. It was 3 against 1. It's still going. Sancho's got it. Hold up. Squared across, and it's cleared.
Oh! Penalty!
Go on, you go first.
We've got a penalty. It's
great.
Werder Bremen that have got the penalty. Josh Sargent chipped it over Strodiek. then strolled into the box. Oh, that's no. Oh, I thought it was harsh, but no, that's silly from Collins. It's hit his a hip. That's what that's called there. And it's bounced up, and he's kind of moved his arm in motion to the ball. He shouldn't have done that. And Paderborn are going to be fighting from behind if Zingeli can't save the pen.
I mean, I'll just quickly say what happened. It was a 3-on-1 attack for Dortmund, straight counter attack. Hakimi, no one near him. He's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Just fluffs his lines. Keeper makes an easy save. Ball does come back to Jadon Sancho on the wing. Crosses in. No one's there. But it's poor there from Hakimi. Should be finishing it. We've got the penalty in the Werder Bremen game. Can it be finished?
I'm just trying to see who's stepping up for it. Someone is strolling with force.
Rashika Sargent, probably?
To pick up. It's not Sargent. He's not Ginger.
David Clark. Oh, Ginger.
It's Milat Rashika. It's not Ginger. It's Milat Rashika. Who's stepping up? Zingeli.
Oh, you know what? That's Hakimi. It's actually not bad. It's a great save. But if Hakimi looks up, he all has to tap it to. I think it's Guerrero. Guerrero's got an open net. But I don't think he looks up into that. He doesn't. I just poked myself in the eye.
This could be so important for Werder Bremen. He's not missed a penalty this season. He's missed this one though. Zingeli's equal.
Oh no!
Was it a good save though, or was it just a poor penalty?
No, I'm too excited that we live in.
There's no bias at all.
Right. So basically, I'm gonna relook at the penalty. I can't tell if it hit the post or he saved it. I gave it Zingeli because bias.
By proxy.
When we get a replay, I will tell you it seemed at a good height for the goalkeeper, I'd say. And I jinxed him by saying he's not missed a penalty this season. Well, he has now. So Paderborn live to try another day. And I tell you what, if Werder Bremen were struggling for goals and they can't get them from the penalty spot, that might be a real confidence blow. Or it won't. It's 1-0 to Werder Bremen. Right, okay. David Klaassen has scored a header. It's a brilliant ball into the box by Gebre Selassie from the ensuing melee, and Davy Klaassen rises highest and heads it beautifully, a lofted header into the top corner. And well, I'm a little bit human.
Everything's happened there. First of all, with the penalty, was it saved?
It was good out for the goalkeeper. It seemed like he dived past it, but he had a trailing arm that managed to whack it clear. And then Davy Klaassen has headed it beautifully from a Gebre Selassie.
Oh, we've got a chance, Ibisevic. Oh, he's miscontrolled it. My apologies, Kieran. Continue.
No, it's okay. That's all it really was. It was just a beautiful header across goal, lofted above Zingeli, who was the hero a minute ago. And Werder Bremen now take the lead, but they just didn't fancy doing it from the penalty spot. It's not their style.
No, they wanted to make it harder for themselves.
A goal from open play.
And here's me questioning whether the confidence had gone. No, they just scored. Like, outrageous scenes.
Arms are folded now. He's not happy.
I'm fuming.
He's demanding more from the boys.
He's telling them to push forward.
Honestly, show some passion. You don't even look like a team that wants to win.
I mean, a Dusseldorf's player down here clutching his ankle. It's your boy, Eric Tommy. He's down.
Eric
Tommy.
She's got like a nipple. Oh, it's a handbag. I thought it was a necklace, but it only went round her shoulder. It's a handbag.
Yeah. Good opening 20 minutes of these games.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me. I've had all the fun at the fair over here. Thank you.
I've had one shot. Well, 2 shots pretty much.
Apart from the fact my boys will lose. And the thing is with this game, I feel like this might just be curtains for Paderborn, because I feel like they're just going to concede quite a few goals today. I don't know why.
That's unfortunate there for Eric Tommy. I think him and Piszczek just go for the same ball. Piszczek jumps up for the header.
It's 2-0 to Wolfsburg.
It comes low and he just stamps on his leg. And it's 2-0 to Wolfsburg. Who has scored is the question.
Wout Weghorst scored the first one, by the way.
All right.
Wout scored the first one. Ginczek scored the second one.
Oh,
so Wout Weghorst, 2 in 2 games.
Honestly, late shout for top scorer.
He's gone for golden boot.
I think Haaland's back.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. Haaland is back. I'm guessing he's not full fitness though. I saw it. Well, I saw him on the bench. I was like, why is he not playing? They need an attacker. I mean, we have got some other games going on today as well. We've got Spanish League. Espanyol are currently 2-0 up. The game's about to finish 86th minute, but they're 2-0 up against Alaves. Espinosa scored bang on end of the first half, and Wu scored on the 47th minute.
Mate, that's Bernardo Espinosa. Do you remember when we was in the studio and I said Espinosa's a good centre back and Josh said he don't play?
Oh, what a miss!
He scored.
You all laughed at me.
What a miss that is.
What happened at Hertha, Kieran?
Well, it's a set piece and it's just floated to back post. Dedrick Boyata, he's miscontrolled it, but it's gone into the path of, well, he is offside to be fair. It's gone into the path of Ibisevic. He's took one touch to control it and he's volleyed it over at crossbar. It should be 1-0.
I was like saying, Espanyol Alaves, the goalkeeper Pacheco got sent off in the 19th minute, so they had to make an early sub there for goalkeeper. They have also got the 5 subs rule in Spain.
Imagine getting your goalkeeper sent off like in your first game back.
I think every league's adopted that now.
Yeah, it works well for thing. I mean, we've got some more games on tonight, so we're not covering it. Dortmund got a great chance here though. Brandt is not in. It's a great defensive tackle by, I don't know who it was, but they're congratulating him. And Castamari, it looks like he just doesn't let Brandt get away from him, and it allows Brandt to just fumble the ball. He doesn't. Oh, this is great defending. It's a great initial slide tackle, but Brandt can control it, and he brings his right leg around enough to kick it against Brandt's leg, saving Dusseldorf's bacon there. Yeah, but we do have some games.
There's a chance. It's Piatek. What a save! It was Ibisevic actually. Hertha Berlin really spurred into life in the last few minutes. I'll tell you that. Loads of space for him, and they've won it back again. It's Arnie Meyer. Penalty. It's fell to Piatek. He's bouncing around in there. He somehow got through and he scored. What a goal that is!
I mean, we've got a goal at Hertha.
What a goal that is from Piatek. It was bouncing around. Skinner Trap can't believe it's got it back at net. Skinner Trap's got a bit of air now, to be fair to him. It was wonderful close control to get through a volley of defenders, and he's struck that on beautifully. 1-0 Hertha.
I mean, that's Hertha in that.
Are they still without Mateus Cunha?
He's not playing, so that actually. I say it's lovely close control. I'm not sure. It is very lucky, to be fair to Piatek.
No, it's not.
And it's ricocheted off the legs of Hasebi.
Cunha is on the bench.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful finish, though.
Oh, Paderborn.
I was about to say, I could guess it was Paderborn. What's happened there, Kieran?
Because I actually reacted when it almost went in. Basically, there was a free kick, which was basically around the halfway line, and Anthony Evans, the Englishman in the Bundesliga, not Jadon Sancho, the other Englishman, whips it into the box, and it was a nicely designed routine actually, because there was a man free at the back post who slid and squared it across. It was a volley by the centre back, but it was blocked by Kevin Vogt. Unlucky.
The Wolfsburg goal has been disallowed.
Oh,
it has. It has been disallowed. Overturned by VAR.
Of course.
Doesn't say why. But it's
Hertha Berlin are coming again, and Pekaric loved the ball into the box, and Hasebi's header. He was looking one way, and it went the other way, and it's out for a corner.
I mean, yeah, we have got some more games. Obviously, we're not reacting to them, but there's Munich Gladbach, sort of the biggest game of the weekend, really. If Munich win, the league's done. If Dortmund don't pick up the 3 points, which not looking as strong. Dusseldorf just got another attacking chance. Their ball comes in the box. No one's there. Berkey collects it. But...
All right, now it is 2-0 to Wolfsburg.
Oh, they've scored again.
They've scored a penalty.
Vegost. Is it the double?
So I'm guessing the goal was cancelled. They got given a penalty, possibly, and they've scored on that. You have to confirm that, Rowan, but...
I'm trying to find out. It just says... I'll have a look on their Twitter. 2 seconds.
Remember the match week where we said Wout Weghorst to get 13 and Josh would give you like, I think it was 50 quid or something. He's on for it.
We need 11 more.
Over.
Oh, Bernardo's in the chat.
Hi, Bernardo. Hope you're all right. He said Wolfsburg have some action now to do. Penalty to the Wolves. Ginczek has the ball in the net, but a VAR review chalks it off for offside. The referee awards a penalty through for a foul on Weghorst in the build-up.
Yeah,
from the Ginczek goal. take away the goal, but
We're going to have a man of the match vote on FIFA.
oh, limbs. No, we'll have team of the week. For summer heat, guys, come on.
No.
Don't start with it.
Summer heat. I wonder what the cards are going to look like. Are they going to have little flames coming off them?
I think my BT Sport, not my BT Sport specifically, but BT Sport, the coverage has frozen.
See if we can get a restart on that.
The PS4 pad is out.
It is out. I'm just going to...
Me?
Yeah, so Cologne Union still 0-0. Dusseldorf Dortmund 0-0.
It's 3-0 to Wolfsburg.
Hertha 1-0 against Frankfurt. Werder Bremen 1-0 Paderborn. But it is 3-0 to Wolfsburg. It's not. And this time it is Ginczek. He finally does get the goal. Just a right-footed shot from close range. And Wolfsburg are looking killers. Now,
What's happened to Freiburg? Like,
I mean,
they're not that bad, are they?
No, well, as it stands, Wolfsburg are in 6 and Freiburg are in 8.
This was really important in terms of European football because Frankfurt win against Gladbach last week. I think it was 1-0. So they were still very much in the shout of Europe. And now that it's Leverkusen v Bayern in the final, which is what we all expected, whoever gets 7th gets in as well. So,
as it stands, it is Hoffenheim.
Sorry,
no. I just thought that was talking. Hazard just found himself. I thought he was offside, but he's not. And Dortmund are just outside the box. This could be a great goal here. Brandt shoots, goes straight to the goalkeeper. Could have been a great build-up play.
Hoffenheim were in 7th.
Yep.
And they sacked their manager, yet David Wagner's still in a job.
Mental, innit?
That's real.
Schalke are only in 10th. That's the mental thing.
Yeah, but...
Oh, there's a chance. It's Corey's across the box. Oh, what a clearance. There's a volley that's come back in.
Guys,
it's deflected off to Dost and it's over the bar.
Wolfsburg is 2-0. VAR has said no goal for Ginczek again. Ginczek has been denied twice now.
Well, what happened in my game was Dominic Kors put it across the box. I think it's Boyata who's cleared it. It's a brilliant clearance. And then I think Toro's volleyed it. It's a soggy volley. It's gone along the floor. Bas Dost has flicked it with the back of his heel. It's been adjudged to be offside, but it wasn't offside. And it's gone in the back. It's gone in the back there. It's gone over the bar. But what a goal that would have been by Big Bas Dost.
I'm just trying to find out because I'm just going through some other games. I think we might be getting our first MLS game today.
Yeah.
Like another tournament.
Yeah,
Portland versus Sporting KC.
Just want to say, Voot Begos to get a hat-trick is now 1 to 1,000 on.
I mean, is your Paderborn game done for, Kieran?
No, just getting it back up.
Right. It turns out he's just playing FIFA. Well, Bernardo, you're from America, aren't you? What MLS team do you support if you do support one? Sorry, Kieran.
No, it's all right. You bash on some. What are we talking about?
I was asking Bernardo if he supports an MLS team because I think he's American, innit? If he's not, it's very embarrassing.
What would we support if we had an MLS team?
Oh.
No idea.
What was that documentary?
I'd probably go with Orlando City because...
Yeah.
Into Miami.
You know what? The Jacksonville team that play in like the 3rd division. No, I don't know. Maybe LAFC because it's sponsored by YouTube.
Wow.
Revolution. He said, Revolution since he's from New England, but he likes Atalanta. Atlanta, sorry, not Atalanta.
Atlanta. That's it.
Ronaldo.
Wrong country as well.
I don't know what I was on about.
I like the Atlanta kit as well.
Miggy Almiron used to play for him.
Oh my lord, he is absolutely... I tell you what, there's getting stuck in and then there's Paderborn because he's literally nowhere near the ball and he's just swiped him out with a slide tackle. And again, I think it's Sargent. They're trying to injure the guy. But Gijasula, also known as Watermelon Helmet, has been yellow carded.
I've just loaded up the Cologne Union Berlin game on my phone, and there's a penalty shout for Union Berlin. It's going to VAR. The referee's gone over to the monitor to look at this one. So Union Berlin could have a penalty, and if that goes in, and they manage to win the game, you're thinking massive for them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've got a comment from Bernal. I kind of want to see if I can apply for a job at Inter Miami and run into Beck somehow. I mean, it's bold. It is bold.
If you do, don't tell everyone to subscribe to us.
Don't forget about us. Don't you? I mean, we're getting advertisements for Premier League. Premier League's back in next week.
It is, but there's a ball across the box. It's still not cleared. It's a ball again across the box. Dost has cleared it for her for Berlin. Dosty.
I'm just going to go on Wolfsburg's Twitter. We also got a big semi-final for Coppa Italia, Napoli versus Inter Milan. Napoli do go into the game 1-0 up with the away advantage.
Just on that penalty a minute, Kieran. Sorry about this. It's not been given to Union Berlin. The referee's gone over to the monitor and he said no.
That's just Union Berlin's luck. But if you think about it today, if you think of a trilogy of games, it's like maybe not Paderborn Werder, but I'll take it. Paderborn Werder, and Napoli into Milan. You know, it's a good day of football. I mean, this one's my favourite game. But
and you think you've also got Barcelona who play tonight as well for the first time?
Oh, well, the Barcelona have a watermelon helmet? No, they don't.
I mean, I'm just going through Wolfsburg's Twitter. It is a journey. 14th minute in, just
what has happened?
I'm guessing Paderborn have just missed a great chance.
Oh, it was flashed across the goal. It's another ball in by Anthony Evans, who seems to be good with a dead ball. I think it's Vassiliadis passes it back across the box with his left foot. I know it's Sven Mitchell, and Strodiek points a toe out to him, but he points it just past the post. Unlucky. They've got to be putting them away.
Yeah,
I think Arnie Meyer's going to have to come off injured here.
I would say Ginczek did head it into the back post, but it was ruled out for offside. That was the earlier chance. I'm just scrolling through now.
Sorry, I'm very animated when...
I need bloody Cologne and Dortmund to win for me, Ben.
Real Mallorca have got a chance to really shot Barcelona with the first game.
It's 2-0 to Werder Bremen.
Oh, dear.
Straight up the other end. Josh Sargent does really well. He fakes to take the shot, rolls it to his left foot, tries to finesse it to the bottom corner. It's saved by Zingeli, but bloody Flapiansky. He parries it right into the path of Yuya Osako, who literally could not miss.
Kieran, I don't mean to be rude, but I hope Paderborn don't score because I've got a both teams to score bet on, and I've got that game as no for both teams to score. So
I tell you what, Zingeli, man, you've got to pay.
I had a free bet one, and I think it was Fenerbahce one, but because Juventus drew, I lost it on the first game.
Oh yeah.
Really
I was so pissed. I had Valencia as well, who conceded in the 98th minute to draw.
It's really sad when Anaka loses on its first game.
No, it was the fact that the emotion that I was going through because Fenerbahce had come back from a 1-0 down to win. Did you see Luis Gustavo's goal as well to win it?
Regret.
Oh, it was a fucking screamer.
I'll tell you what though.
I'm not happy.
As Mahatma Gandhi said, never back the early kickoff.
Never back the early kickoff. What about the early day?
Never back the previous day.
It's a bit different now, isn't it? Because when we say the early kickoff, we get to see every kickoff of the Premier League, so it's all good.
Oh, get in, honestly.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to be spending my days now.
I mean, there's going to be football on every day. Dominic Carr's got into the box and it's a corner.
It's sad times here at Paderborn Stadium. I am genuinely sad. But Werder Bremen taking a big step towards safety today.
Mm-hmm.
A great work back by Antwi Ajay, and he's been tackled, and it's back to Werder Bremen.
But I mean, as the table stands, Werder Bremen sitting on 28 points, Paderborn on 20. It's looking like they're going down. There's a chance, right? Because if Dusseldorf don't pick up a win here, and Dusseldorf lose all their games, right. So what they need is Werder Bremen not to win it all, Dusseldorf not to win it all, and Paderborn need to win every single game after this one, and they need to make up a goal difference of 4, and they can get to the relegation playoffs. So there's a chance.
No, there isn't. Let's be fair. Do you know, I'm an optimist when it comes to Paderborn, but we might have.
Oh, did you just say there's a chance?
Yeah, there is technically a chance.
When there's a chance, there's always a chance.
When there's a chance, there's always a chance.
With 53 spins at Betfair Casino.
Gamble responsibly, and we're not sponsored by them.
Hashtag spawn.
I mean, if anyone knows anyone, we've got.
Yeah.
I'll happily be sponsored by.
Any sponsors at all?
In case Evolution Games is watching, gamble responsibly.
Should we just say all the buddies, the lines for like companies and let's see if we get a sponsor?
Vassiliadis is absolutely wobbled because Augustinsson fired in a free kick and Vassiliadis headed it away and then almost as if he'd been smacked, kind of wobbled on his feet for a bit. I'm not sure if he's concussed, but I don't think he is. I think it's just it's a boo-boo, you know what I mean?
I mean, while there's bit breaking play, I mean, if you haven't checked out the channel, what you're doing, we haven't produced many stuff. On Tuesdays, we do the Wrestling Corner, where we review every single major wrestling shows, AEW and WWE shows. Next Tuesday, we'll be reviewing Backlash, which is happening this Sunday. On Wednesday, we do have the Top Corner podcast, which is your weekly football podcast, and with all the leagues coming back, it's going to be business as usual. I don't know who it was for Dusseldorf. They just go to sort of, I think, try to play a weird through ball, but it gets a strange amount of height that from the first kick, it looks like it can go into the net, but Berkey's there to collect it easy. But
there's a dangerous free kick for Frankfurt here. Obviously, they've got a lot of big men. Big Bastos being one of them. Kamada's whipped it in. That is a terrible cross. That is awful. All he needs to do is put it into the area where the big boys are, and it's gone straight out of play. That is awful.
And then on Thursday or Friday or Monday, any day, you've got the NFL Corner. I don't know what they'll be doing after they've done the division.
It's 3-0.
Well, to pile on a bit more misery for Paderborn, it is 1-0 to Union Berlin, and that is a massive goal.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll go to Kieran first.
Marvin Frederick, who scored.
I did say that I think Bremen are just going to run away with it after the 1-0. Like, once they went 1-0 up, they were going to run away with it. Rashika, free kick into the box. It's headed back across by Veljkovic. On the volley, David Klassen takes it sweetly. It takes one bounce before passing Zingler. It's a great goal. It's a really nice, well-worked set piece.
Kit.
And any chance that Bremen had, I'm beginning to be extinguished.
Obviously, you've been watching Paderborn every week. Has this sort of thrashing, has it been coming?
No, I truly don't think it has. I truly believe they've been playing well, but there comes a point where it all falls apart. It fell apart a bit against Dortmund. I'll give them that, but that's Dortmund. You can let that one go. But today, it's one of them. If that penalty doesn't get given early in the game, maybe it's a different story. Maybe, but you never know.
I mean, there's 5 minutes left in my game, and Dortmund are not looking like a side who are in second. I mean, we've seen it against lower teams, not being able to get out of the starting block straight away, but it's not good for them. They need a win just to give them the faintest of chances. They're just on Union Berlin. Sky really... So, in like the commentary things, Marvin Frederick, headed from the centre box, assisted by Trimmel from a corner, but they said it's Adrian Ramos, the centre-back's goal. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, Union Berlin won up. It's a great pivotal goal for them that makes them sort of cement 13th, even if Augsburg do win tomorrow. But yeah, Paderborn.
Paderborn are crap. For Union Berlin though, Trimmel has been so crucial to everything they've done right this season in terms of literally they get most of their goals from set pieces. And he's got a brilliant, brilliant delivery from corners and free kicks. So I think that's probably where they pick up most of their goals.
Yeah, I'm just going to look at it.
They are a team, though, that would that obviously value their set play. They probably work on them the most in training because they've just got someone... Oh, sorry, a shot's just coming from Kostic. It just flew wide.
Yeah, Christoph Trimmel, 9 assists this season so far. And for a right back, that's decent.
That's nearly Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold numbers, that.
10 assists in all competitions because of the EDFB Pokal as well.
That's how much they value it. But then again, when you're a team that doesn't have as much quality as all the others, I think that may be where Paderborn's come a little bit unstuck, is that's not really their style of play. They don't have anyone with that delivery. I think they've tried to play nice football, but they just haven't got the quality yet anyway.
Well, I think Wolfsburg might be kicking themselves here because it's 2-1 now. It's Holler has scored for Freiburg.
God. I think Dusseldorf are wearing like an anniversary kit today. It's quite nice. It's like an old style badge. I think it says 1895 on it, and it's a bit like the Hoffenheim badge, like the shape, but it's like white with a little logo in.
Commander, nice. What a save by Jarstein! Sorry to interrupt, but Kostic, he had it on the left-hand side. He's miscontrolled it, and that's allowed him to turn his body, put a nice little ball in. It's definitely a shot. It's fell to Kamada, who stuck a foot at it. Oh, he should be doing better there. But it's great by Jarstein.
I mean, it's looking good. I'm about to say it was looking good for Wolfsburg, but with so many disallowed chances and now Freiburg getting a goal back, I mean, is the lead under threat?
Nice. This is nice by Paderborn. It's completely... No, it was really nice interlink play. When they start countering with... I think basically they've got one out ball and it's Antwi Ajayi on the left-hand side. He's got the pace definitely on Gebre Selassie. There's no doubt about that. But when he gets the ball at his feet, he's not good enough technically to be able to get past the experienced Czech fullback. So, I don't really think there's a chance. But, some consolation would be nice for the Paderborn boys.
Yeah, I mean, back to my game. It's boring. It's a 0-0. It's a 0-0.
Who would have thought that probably the most high-profile team in Dortmund, who have been scoring, well, apart from probably last week, been free scoring, would be the most boring game.
I know.
Especially against a poor... Well, I wouldn't say a poor defence, because Fortuna have actually been a lot better since Uwe Rosler took the job. But, you expect on paper for it to be a demolition job. But it hasn't been so far, by the sounds of it.
I'm just going through to see if there's any other score.
You can either agree or disagree, Rowan. Wasn't listening. He wasn't listening.
Sorry, I was trying to find out.
What a host, honestly.
I was trying to find out something. Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm not used to hosting Saturdays. All right. I don't mind taking the Tuesday nights.
I tell you, Evan and Dick has just sat Ibisevic on his ass.
I tell you, if we do a Tuesday watch on, which I hope we do, I swear.
Hang on, Bastos in! It's Bastos! He's been tripped over, sure, that's a penalty. It is.
I've never known someone be so passionate about Bass, but what has happened, Kieran?
I think it's a brilliant counter-attack from Frankfurt for firstly. Dedrick Boyata has tripped Bastos, has gone to the area. It's going to be... Is that a red card coming out? It is a second yellow for Dedrick Boyata. Ooh. And he's off. And Frankfurt have got a penalty. I think it is definitely it's last man as well. So I tell you, it's very harsh. It is literally just he's trod on him slightly. Actually, no, he hasn't touched him at all. But Big Bastos has dived.
Yeah, I might check it. I mean,
it's not even in the penalty area when he fouls him. It is a penalty though.
Oh dear!
Wow. Bernardo has said, I mean, my game's just finished. Half 0-0. Dortmund looking good. Dusseldorf having a few attack chances and just haven't been able to make sort of even a shot. But
the referee's going over to the monitor.
And is your game still going on, Kieran?
There's 5 seconds of the 1 minute added on.
I mean, Werder Bremen just said Bernardo has said not Werder Bremen. Bernardo said Werder Bremen laid the smackdown.
No, Bernardo, no. We support Paderborn round here.
For me,
go on.
For me, this is a free kick outside the box, and I don't think Boyata should be sent off.
Have they not gone back?
He is checking it now. He has. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. He's done the VAR and he's running. He's not even made like a gesture to say it's a penalty or it's not a penalty. He's talking to David Abraham and Ibisevic. He's going into his back pocket and he sent someone else off.
Wait, what?
He's got both the cards out again and he sent someone else off.
Oh, is he bringing Boyata back on?
No, he sent someone else. I'm not quite sure what. It's no penalty. It's outside the area. He got his red card out. Showed it to someone.
Got to be for diving.
Dedrick Boyata has been sent off, but it's a free kick, not a penalty.
Yeah, so who else has been sent off, or is it just
He got
Dedrick?
the red card out, showed it to someone, and then put it back in his pocket. Maybe he was just showing it to his mate or something. But Dedrick White has been sent off, confirmed. No, 2 people have been sent off. What is happening? No, it says 2 people are sent off. No, now it says 1. BT, fix your system, man.
I'll be honest, Kieran. I'm getting very Chris Kamara vibes. What's happened,
No.
Kieran? I don't know, Jeff. I don't know.
2 people have been sent off, Jeff, because of BT.
I saw him walking off the pitch, but I thought
No.
But
The thing is, what confused me, it was that the 2 red card icons had come up, but only 1 person had been sent off. But it is a free kick outside the area for Frankfurt, right on half time. We're 2 minutes over. Sorry, yeah, Boyata has been sent off. We're 2 minutes into added time, but we've not even got like an indicator of how much added time there's going to be. So I think it's Kostic stood over the ball. I've got a feeling this is going in.
I'm checking
to the wall. Oh, what a! It's wide. Oh, what an attempt!
I mean, everything's just gone on in that Hertha game. So we've had a penalty shout, not penalty, a red card, not a red card, 2 red cards, 1 red card.
A penalty, a free kick that's gone into the wall. Anticlimactic at its best.
I mean, Bernardo said Espanyol won early 2-0 against Alves. Yeah, we talked about that. Pacheco getting sent off, sort of probably the downfall for Alves. And in about 45 minutes, Celta Vigo will be playing. Yep, I think we talked about that on Wednesday.
Oh, what a pass that is by Kamada. Kostic, he's took it down, and it's a foul.
Obviously, Celta Vigo got Villarreal. I can't remember what the predictions were made, but Celta Vigo is sort of a big game for them. Celta Vigo sitting in 17th. The bottom of that table is close. Obviously, Espanyol and Leganes both on the same points, and Mallorca 25. Mallorca obviously got Barcelona later on. I mean, it's a chance to shock a big team. So it's doable. He's also an interesting transfer. Woulé from Espanyol is currently in negotiations with Wolves. So
well, it was a big deal when he moved, Woulé, because he is a massive deal in China.
But did he come from the Chinese league?
Wasn't he like one of the first Chinese players to play in La Liga or something? Was it something like that?
And he brought a lot of fans with him because they just they love him like so much. Because I don't know if he's like their greatest export ever, but to be fair, he's got to compete with Sun Ji Hai, so it's not much. But...
There's 4 minutes added on in this game, and we've got 5 seconds left.
I'm about to say I'm still in the adverts. I'm in adverts for.
Yeah. Our halves have finished, bro. We haven't had 7 red.
No, it is now half time.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll go through the scorelines at half time.
Interesting game. The other 2 games are half time as well. Wolfsburg and Union Berlin.
Union Berlin 1-0 up against Cologne. It's still saying Ramos scored, so I'm going to say it's Adrian Ramos scoring the centre back, but it could well be Friedrich. But Union Berlin 1 up against Cologne. Dusseldorf Dortmund game I'm watching 0-0. Both teams not looking at their best. Fortuna will be the happiest out of both teams, I'd say. But yeah, nothing. You had the Hakimi chance 1-on-1. He fluffs his lines, couldn't do anything. Kieran D's game, Hertha 1-0 up against Frankfurt. We've had Christoph Piatek getting the goal for Hertha, and then we had sort of the mental ending of the half. Bastos diving, Boyatas getting sent off, then the referee checking it, possibly 2 red cards, but it was Boyata being sent off. And then in Kieran's game, obviously his boys, Paderborn, no goal, 0, then Bremen 3, sort of running wild. There may be a way back for Paderborn. You've got to be optimistic, but it's 3-0. It's looking out of the question.
When it comes to Paderborn, as I've always said, I am the king of optimism. However, when you're 3-0 down, there's been the odd chance for Paderborn, but they just don't seem like. I don't know if it's like, for example, when I saw them play against Leipzig last week, they were really good. They were really I do think that penalty early changed the game, because when you're in a game like this, the last thing you want is to concede relatively early. It was within 20 minutes, but so they were the architects of their own downfall, really. Sadly.
And then in the other game, Wolfsburg 2-1 up against Freiburg. Wolfsburg looking like they're running wild. I think they've scored possibly 4 goals, but 2 of them have been disallowed. We had disallowed goals, we had penalties. Currently 2-1 up. Vubegos getting the double. Late on in the half, though, Holler scoring for Freiburg, so putting Wolfsburg under pressure, obviously, after Wolfsburg getting that early lead. Bernal says, yeah, he was the CSL. This is about Wooley. Yes, he was the CSL top scorer with 102 goals. Wolves will get a big following with that acquisition.
102 goals?
Yeah.
Probably overall.
Overall, sorry, yeah.
In a season? Because that's a bit.
Why aren't he playing for, like, the best team in the world?
Well, you know, most international goals is Ali Day from Iran, but I don't remember him being like, you know.
True.
Yeah, see.
I've just realised something. I mean, they've just shown the Hakimi chance again, and if this game finishes 0-0 or does stop a win, that'll be the chance where Hakimi will go, I've messed it up here, because he's 1-on-1. Fair play, it's a tough angle, but he should be finishing it. It's a great save by the keeper, but all he has to do is maybe just look up and square it across to Rafael Guerreiro. But yeah, 0-0. I mean, also, with the BT loadout, right? Surely Owen Hargreaves can be in the studio. Just get a bit of a bigger desk.
Isn't the studio in I don't even know where the studio is, to be fair.
Well, it might be Germany, in fairness, but
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is in Germany because it's a BT studio, isn't it?
Yeah.
I still think the fact they've got a banner to block his doors a bit like.
Well, no, that's because it's BT Sport taking other sponsors. I've just seen that David Klassen header. That's a great header.
Yeah, it's a nice header.
Well, no, so I was watching the COD World League tournament that's going on. I think it's one of the home series, and they've got webcams on them like they always do, and they have their sponsors. I think Chicago Huntsmen, I think, have got Mountain Dew, like banners like Owen Hargreaves has. So it's to make the full screen look a bit more professional instead of having a green screen.
I don't know what I'm watching here. Oh, it's Lucas Moura scoring.
I'm just tuning into Josh's stream to see what we've got going on. We've got a Switzerland-Wales 0-0 draw, surprisingly.
I know, I've been watching it.
Yeah.
Real Donald and Bolo had a great chance earlier, but again, it's another 0-0.
Is this your team, Kieran?
Yeah, Switzerland's my team, yeah.
Have you made any subs? Or is the game finished?
I said Josh just to make him because I'm busy doing this. So
is the game finished?
No, it's about half an hour left in game.
I mean, Bernal said misread that second all-time goal scorer a bit, but I'm guessing, but at Shanghai Sibg, he netted 169, and then it puts in brackets nice.
Josh is now making substitutions for me. I don't know who he's bringing. He's taking off bloody.
He's taking off Mbolo.
He's taking off Mbolo. I'm fuming.
He's Seferovic on.
Hold on. What's going on here?
No, he's not. He's taking big Renato Stefanov.
You know I'm not that bothered.
Also, when we're not in live, checking and Josh's streams, twitch.tv/the top corner. Where he's doing the virtual Euro tournament. Tomorrow we've got my boys, Brexit FC, England. I felt a lot when that draw. I mean, we hadn't talked about it, but when the draw was happening, I could see all of our names. I was like, one of us is going to get a big team. And as soon as your name started going, I was like, I'm scared. The pressure's going to be on me.
I knew it for you. I knew it, and I knew full well because do you know the thing was? I'd written the message about the Brexit thing before you'd been drawn because you only had a chance for 4 teams. And with you, the amount of times you've joked about Jimmy Tarkovsky.
I brought him in.
Yeah,
he started.
I can imagine. But I'm excited for the Euro tournament. But today it's about the Bundesliga, and I'm just rewatching Emre Can's.
Bernardo's not in the tournament, but yeah, Justin, I hope Romania win. They look good.
Oh, who said that?
Bernardo.
Get in,
Bernardo.
Bernardo.
You've got Romania, don't you?
Bernardo. Honestly, I've always loved you. I've got Romania for the Euros.
Well, Kieran's got Switzerland. I've got England, and Josh is not in it.
No, Will's got Israel,
and Simon's got Czech Republic.
I'm just. So what do you think is going to happen in the second half of your games then? Because we have still got some Bundesliga action.
We do.
I think.
Go on, Kieran, do you go first?
I think that was what happened before the break. It's obviously it's better for Frankfurt because now with Berlin down to 10 men, they could probably press a bit more, get their balls behind the box, get their men behind the balls.
Start again.
What do you think is going to happen in the next half of our games?
We'll go to Kieran D first.
Right. Obviously, the red card before half time helps Frankfurt. They can start to push forward more, get more people forward. That's what I'm trying to say. Hertha Berlin will probably put more men behind the ball. That's what I'm trying to say. It's good. I think it's going to be an entertaining second half, though.
And Rowan.
Yeah, Dusseldorf have got a real chance here. Dortmund having maybe 1-2 chances. Dusseldorf having a few like attacking possessions, I'd say. But yeah, Dortmund should be picking up the win here. And you, Kale?
And in my game, Werder with a 3-0 lead. I think they'll look to get their balls behind the men and stuff like that.
Brilliant.
No, they'll get basically they'll get. I just think they're just going to see this out. I do think they'll probably score more because I always believe when Paderborn are at 0-0, they're okay, but once they go 1-0 down, they're not good chasing a game, and they never have been. So I think this might just be a rout, really, if it's not already, you know.
Someone's playing bloody Twitch chat. Come on, you Switzerland.
Who's cheering boys? Go on, lads.
Called Vontier.
I mean, Bernardo said much love KD.
Oh.
And, he said FIFA really need to implement a sim mode you can watch rather than the stupid screen to watch your entire squad get injured and red carded.
Well, there used to be virtual sim, didn't they, a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I mean, last night PS5 did their reveal for everything.
Christ. Their console looks awful, but obviously
it genuinely is. It's a BT router versus a mini fridge in terms of the Xbox looks like a mini fridge.
Honestly, someone said it looks like it literally could have been an old school Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
it's just awful.
It's Bernardo cheering Switzerland for you.
Oh, but my boy! I love you, Bernardo. You know, I always have loved you as well.
It's going to end bloody 0-0 this game, isn't it?
Yeah. But genuinely, the PS5 was making me think, do I get the PS5 instead of Xbox Scorpio or whatever it's called?
Because it looks like a BT router and you want to pretend we've got Wi-Fi? Oh, it's ended 0-0 with Switzerland and Wales.
What a surprise.
Was that the first game as well?
Do you know what? Like, take a point, boys. We'll take a point.
The thing is with me, though, the only thing, obviously, I'm not really going to have, like, that much funds next year. If I were to get one of them, I wouldn't have, like, anything on FIFA or anything, you know, like, from, like, the previous year. Yo.
I do want to tell you that you may have to pay a 250 bond by the 30th of June.
Already paid it, mate.
Good lad, right, good.
I already finesse the system, mate. I paid it like 2 months ago.
I didn't get an email from it, but I think mine just carries on from next year.
I thought you didn't have to pay because
you have to do it again.
Oh, that is harsh.
I didn't get the money.
You have to pay another bond, yeah?
That is harsh.
I'll wait until I get an email from.
No, I paid mine 2 months ago, mate. So
we paid by 30th of June, though, Rowan. So I'll
check my emails, but I haven't had an email from about it. EA. Oh, by the way, EA just tweeted volume up. Watch all the remaining Liga matches this season with atmospheric audio provided by EA Sports FIFA. All the comments volume down. No, as long as it's not the gameplay, I don't mind.
God, I know. It's one of them. Do you know that meme where it's like my expectations were low, but somehow you've surpassed them? I feel like that is FIFA 20 in a nutshell. Yeah. Anyway, on to the football.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Which mine's not back yet. I'm watching people make pasta.
Mine's probably going to kick off after you guys, since we had that 4 minutes of added time.
Yeah. Mine's just showing the Dusseldorf players warming up.
Kieran, look at that. Group stage match day 1. Turkey, Italy, 0-0. Switzerland, Wales, 0-0. Goal difference, lads, is going to be crucial.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're bottom at group. Fuming.
I tell you something. Romania are going to win the bloody tournament by drawing 0-0. I'm telling you now.
Honestly, I'm raging. That,
if one team gets a win, they're going to win the group.
Yeah,
they just are.
It is. That is literally. Why's Josh not in a tuxedo? Fuming. No, but honestly, like every game's going to finish 0-0.
There's a Denmark, Finland next. Guarantee it finishes 0-0. Oh, the Romans.
I was quite proud of myself, Finland. I thought I really want Timu Puke. I'm putting him at CDM. I don't care. I couldn't do it.
That's an inside joke for the viewers.
Yeah, I was going to say everyone who's in probably watch this back and just go, I don't get it. Timu Puke's not CDM. That's the
It's-
point.
That's the joke.
He's not, right. There's big changes because I can see Kai Progger, who did the worst crossing hit. That's not Kai Progger. I'm an idiot.
I think there's going to be some change because Andrea Silva's warming up as well for Frankfurt.
Levels.
Haaland just looks permanently pissed off, doesn't
He
Well,
looks like
yeah.
he's got Tom off Tom and Jerry.
Are you talking about the way he goes?
Yeah. I love that photo so much.
Yeah. It's like some sort of Donald Trump trim.
Oh, it's
Anyway,
Besiktas versus Antalyaspor tonight and Rizespor versus Galatasaray tomorrow.
Yeah, Besiktas are on BT. Right, the sub is Ben Zielinski is coming on, who is a right winger. I know that. And also Ritter is coming on, who I am not sure where he plays. But I think Anthony Evans and maybe Antwi Ajay have been removed, or maybe one of the strikers. Surprised they're not played Strelly Mamba, because he's a good pacey forward.
I think Stark's coming on for Hertha Berlin as well. Bernardo just put in the chat. I'm cheering the underdogs. I want either Romania or Israel to go on ahead. What a lad!
Back in the sports corner is what he's doing.
Sorry, Bernardo, but a minute ago you were saying cheer on Switzerland. You're absolutely fucking plastic. You know.
You little glory hunter.
All right, go with what's the most popular.
Yeah, great. And it was supporting England. Great.
No, not you. Because it's one of them. Let's be fair. No one ever wants the good teams to do well. I secretly want Kosovo to go all the way with Adtinuhju.
So do I.
I wanted Will to get him so he could play Adtinuhju up front.
They've got Rashika, don't they, Kosovo? They've got one of the Rashikas.
They've got Berisha as well.
Berisha.
I said that to Will yesterday, and Will told me Rashika was Bosnian.
Rashika?
There's two in there.
He's Kosovan?
There's one that's Bosnian, I think, and there's one that's Kosovan.
I'm fuming with that. Anyway, we are underway.
There's a... Jesus Christ! I mean, we're 1 minute in, and Fortuna Dusseldorf could have just scored then. It could have been Hakimi. He tries to play it back to Berke, but just doesn't get enough. Chan is not happy, but he tries to play it back to Berke, not enough power on it. And that is Berisha. It's Berisha.
If it's Fortuna, it's Berisha.
It's Berisha. It's because I'm getting confused because just on Berisha nearly just steals the ball away from the pass. And
do you think we'll see the introduction of Haaland in the second half, Braun?
I think they'll bring him on later though, because the way he was running, he was looking sluggish. I know that is Haaland's running style, but
yeah, but
he wasn't looking as fluid.
Very horsey.
Was he galloping?
He does gallop.
It was reneging as well for some reason. Strange, but
no, I've made some bad commentary. Anthony Evans is still on the pitch.
Oh dear.
I'm trying to figure out. To be fair, Anthony Evans had some nice set piece delivery, and he's also just shoved Eggestein, but it's not been given, and he is fuming. I will double check though for you the substitutions.
Something's happening here.
The fullback Laurent Jans, who's on loan from Metz, has been took off, and the striker Dennis Sabani. So Sven Mitchell has stayed on, but Dennis Sabani is off.
Dangerous free kick here for Dusseldorf. Referee just had a word. The Hoffman.
Oh my!
A bit of Adra, but Kieran D.
Freiburg have equalised.
Oh wow! Oh, that is so poor, man.
Let's load up Freiburg. Yeah, 2-2. Shall I? Love it. Literally straight off half time to go. Let me load up Freiburg's Twitter. We'll have a look, see what they've said.
I can't
It's
quite
the game's
believe it.
all restarting. How do you spell Freiburg? That's the funny question, isn't it?
Freiburg.
It's all right. I'm autistic. No, not autistic. Dyslexic.
Okay.
Freiburg don't have a Twitter. There it is.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, and Andre Silva is coming on.
It's in German. I don't understand it.
It is absolutely. The heavens have opened in Paderborn, like their defence has been open all day. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. I think Chan may have just got a yellow card, if not a warning. Just absolutely slices one of the Dusseldorf players. Ref's just having a word with him.
Yeah,
Chan, a very angry man.
Andre Silva's coming on. I'm not quite sure who for though yet. Big Bastos is still out there. So is Kostic. I think it might be Sau.
Gibril Sau.
Might be him who's come on.
Bernardo, wow, eyes up, boys. What a goal by Freiburg. Lamar, Freiburg gave Wolves charity goals. I can't believe it's 2-2 in that game.
No, I feel bad. I tell you what, if there's a day where you just think nothing's going your way, I think Wolfsburg are feeling that right now.
I think same with Paderborn for sure.
Oh well, they've not really deserved anything, to be fair.
Nothing ever goes their way.
Interestingly enough, they've took Ibisevic off for Mitchell Stark, who's come on.
You've already got one strike on the pitch, though. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but Dusseldorf, Dortmund haven't had an attacking chance this half in the first 5 minutes. Dusseldorf have had 3 so far, and this time Dusseldorf nearly one of the strikers hits a roulette, just tangles up with Hummels, nearly got a pass through, and then they're kung fu fighting. Never mind.
Evan and Dicker has just done a Berber spin.
Oh wow!
Oh my god, he can do it all.
I've seen him do it in training. He's got it in the locker. What a ball that is! Sven Mitchell. Oh, he's too heavy of a touch. What are you doing, you absolute skinner? Honestly, it was a great pass to him. I tell you what, outside of the boot with the right foot, through ball straight to Sven Mitchell. Great first touch, but he found himself 1-on-1. Tapped it round the defender, but he tapped it too bloody far.
Oh, it's looking very shiny in Munich. Sorry, that's my analysis of Bayern Munich's video they put on Twitter. I think I follow both Dortmund accounts, and so I'm reading both tweets in German and in English.
Oh, that cross from Danny Da Costa that is Mahrez penalty-esque. That cross, you might see it coming into one of your stadiums in a minute.
Oh, Gajasula, Anthony Evans, ball across the bus. Sven Mitchell is in the post. Oh, Paderborn.
Paderborn nearly scoring there, Kieran.
Oh, nothing's going right for him.
The greatest game to get it back to 3-3.
Imagine.
Football. And honestly, Phil's brother, Sven Mitchell, has just absolutely and it's come off the post. It's great football. Anthony Evans, really nice ball in. And when you're down at the bottom, you need them things to go your way. And his bald spot looks sad. It really does. I'm so sad.
They're going to get relegated, aren't they?
Oh, they're going down. But they played really well. That's the annoying part.
Well, Kieran's going to be watching Bundesliga 2 next year.
And on the watch-along, we've got Kieran watching Paderborn versus Oysenbruck.
They've looked really well for the 6 minutes of the second half. I don't want to say they played well today. Oh no, that is an awful pass back. Oh, well done, Zingale. Manuel Neuer in disguise. Great football.
I mean, I just like to say the only game that hasn't got a goal is mine.
Yeah.
And you're watching Dortmund.
I'm watching the best team.
You chose that game. You should have chose Wolfsburg. That would have been well fun to watch. Oh, it's a goal disallowed. Doesn't matter.
It's a goal. It actually is a goal this time.
Yeah.
It's a goal. It's been disallowed, but it's a penalty.
But Boyata's somehow been sent off in this game as well.
Oh,
Boyata has ran on the pitch.
Paderborn mean business in this second.
Is that Dedrick Boyata with a chair?
The heist of the century.
Oh, I tell you. By God.
Boyata scores for Wolfsburg.
Gets the winner. Boyata comes on, scores 4 for Paderborn.
Oh, gets in.
You think that could never happen? If, like, before a game, a guy agreed to go on loan, he gets subbed off at half time, gets a train or a taxi to, like, the closest team, that's where he's transferred to, and he plays the second half.
No.
Jesus.
You've got to put in your match day squad.
Put them in both. Put it in the clause. You can play for both teams.
Dedrick Boyata is on 4 match day squads here.
He's played 15 minutes for Hertha, 15 minutes for Dusseldorf, 15 minutes for Paderborn, and 15 for bloody Augsburg. And they're not even playing today.
That's nice again. Why are you shooting, you silly boy? It's another shot by Sven Mitchell, but it is straight down the throat of Pavlenka. It was a long range. It should have been a little bit wider, but I tell you what, Paderborn have built up some nice stuff, and it's torrential rain, so the ball's slipping off the turf, and that could lead to 3 Paderborn goals, I think.
I mean, we've just had a head-to-head collision. It looked very dirty.
Does that mean bad, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Very
Yes,
dirty.
it does.
Well, it wasn't the way I describe head collisions. Absolute dirty
Well,
head
you know, you
collision.
get a dirty challenge.
Go on, Hasebe. Oh, Evan and Dick has whipped a low
Said no
ball in,
whenever.
and it's cleared away.
Hey, don't slag off Hasebe. I love Hasebe.
Isn't he like 40? That's
Yeah,
35 something.
he's made the most Bundesliga appearances for an Asian player ever, which is Lems.
Any chance Stephen Kingsley's played for Paderborn? Any chance? Or Johan Gorku for the push?
Oh, well, no, but Johan Gorku is still in the best
Oh,
11.
Big Bastos! White's in!
Big bastard.
1-1 at Hertha Frankfurt, Kieran D.
The ball's coming from Danny Da Costa, and I think it's Andrea Suva who's nodded it on. And Big Bastos has stuck a massive foot at it. And it's hit Jarstein and got in.
Oh my God. Jadon Sancho's just absolutely fluffed it. He does incredibly well. He chips it over one of the I think it's Hoffman comes sliding across. He chips it over him, and then he's probably 3 Dortmund men in and around the box. He goes to pass it to the outside of the box to Torgan Hazard, who's sat back a bit, and he's just played it straight to the Dusseldorf defender. What is he doing there? Again, actually, you know what? He doesn't chip it, but he just does a lovely piece of skill. But
that is a lovely goal. Big Bastos, yes. Isn't it? He's sick for the season.
Oh, prolific.
Oh my God!
Wait, who else is Frankfurt's Andre Silva?
We talk about Dost like he's a talisman, like he just doesn't stop scoring.
6 goals
all season.
It's great footwork. Please be a corner. Please be a corner. Limbs, come on, Paderborn.
No bias at all.
No, there is full bias at this point. I tell you what, though, it's legitimately. And when I say pouring it down, I know I've mentioned it a lot, but that's how bad it is. Do you know when you used to play football, Kieran, and there used to be that bit where the goalkeeper stood that was just a puddle?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is
oh, hang on. Costa, he's put it low, and gosh, Kamada, he should have scored.
It's like Bastos has got 8 goals all season in all competitions. That even includes playing 1 game in the Liga NOS. He didn't score. Cross comes in for Dusseldorf, nothing comes of it.
But yeah, Kieran, I know exactly what you mean. And then when they'd dive, they'd get very muddy.
Yes, that is what's happening. Right. Every time they kick the ball, it's like a puddle comes up with them. It's like sinking in the.
You're getting a bit of mud in your face.
On transfer market, do you want to know the players that are compared to Bastos?
Go on. It better be.
Jamie Mata, Solomon Rondon, Ashley Barnes, Daniel Sturridge, Timu Puke, Smolov, Chicharito, Nikola Kalinic, and then some rest of randomers. Al Sommer, Slimani, Troy Deener.
I'll tell you what, we say Haaland gallops. I'll tell you what, I'm watching Anthony Evans here, the English winger for Paderborn, and he does gallop. Like, he does gallop. Not very fast, it's more of a slow gallop.
I mean, I'm just going to keep on checking all the other games.
It have been, because I tell you what, it's been full of action here.
Torgan Hazard just been given a yellow card here now. I don't know what it was for. He's complaining to the ref that Vissel's come over now. I think it's just a bit of afters.
Oh, that is lovely by Taylor and
Raphael. I'm sorry, I don't know why Torgan Hazard's been given a card here. Sorry, that's the strange. I thought Hazard had just been fouled because he had someone tugging on his back. He swiped the hand away and he's been carded and not the player who was pulling his shirt. It's very strange.
For smacking a hand away?
It's bad when the best thing that's happening in game is a yellow card.
That really does seem a little bit silly. Oh, I tell you what, it's like dancing on rain because everyone is on the ground. Everyone's slipping. The boots are not made for this sort of weather.
But you know who is? Wouters. Wouters got 2 goals in the Wolfsburg game. It rhymed. All right.
It might not be raining in that part of the world at this point, you know?
Part of the world, it's the same country.
Yeah, it's a different city. I tell you what, Rashika's off, and Barg Fried is on, who I think is an awful football player.
He's been caught on yet. I know you said he were injured, but
No, and it's 3-0, so I don't think they're really bothered, to be honest with you. In terms of, they might just save him, because at 3-0 up, you don't need to bring on a guy who's going to get you however many goals or try and change the game in that way. Unless Paderborn starts scoring soon.
I mean, this game has just had nothing. Dusseldorf had 2 chances, Dortmund had 1. Great.
Werder Bremen are through. They could probably finish it here. Davy Klaassen. Sorry, what a save, Zingale! It's 4-0. It's 4-0.
Right, okay.
What?
It's 4-0 at the Werder Bremen game. Kieran L, go on. Oh, Haaland's warming up, by the way. He's coming on.
I think you'll find it's heartbreak at the Werder Bremen game. It's, I tell you what, they're pushing forward, so they do leave gaps in behind. And so it's been looking a bit fearful on the counter for Werder Bremen. And go to the fullback. It's a nice little bit of interlink play. Sargent makes a run in behind, and it's whipped to him by, I think it's Yuya Osako, who gives it then to Davy Klaassen, squares it to Sargent, saved by Zingale, but it falls to Maximilian Eggestein, who smashes it into the top corner. It's 4-0.
Axel Witsel, sorry, Kieran, I'll come to you in a second. Axel Witsel ran off to get the ball, and he sort of just nudged the Dusseldorf manager a bit. Sort of them two had a bit of a thing here. The Dusseldorf manager, do you know the guy off The Apprentice? What's he called? Claude.
Everyone off The Apprentice.
No, do you know Claude Littner?
Yes, I do.
Do you know when Claude gives the evils to a person? That's what's just happened. And them two, Axel Witsel and him have just had a stare off for a good 5 seconds, and Witsel has just come off now for Haaland. Dortmund going a bit way more attacking now.
What happened in my game was Dominic Kor hit a volley. It was just dipping in the air, and it looked like it was flying past Jarstein, but he managed to catch it. Interesting. Kieran, big S-Fine is on as well.
Legend.
I felt bad for S-Fine last game. He got brought on and then subbed off.
About Seville, I was watching the Schalke game, and I looked, I was like, oh my god, S-Fine's on. Not Schalke, Hertha game, sorry.
Just a slight update on the Euro tournament. Denmark v Finland's 0-0. Just
Dortmund attacking now. Ever since Haaland's come on, Hakimi, and it goes nowhere. But as soon as Haaland not even involved in the play, but Dortmund just wanting to attack a lot more. Haaland's been cheeky cock shot. Haaland's been on just a minute, and Dortmund have already had 2 attacking chances. I say that, and look at the whistle. Okay, Akanji's gone down under a tackle. Dusseldorf won the ball, but then everyone just stopped. I don't know whether the ref blew the whistle and the B team actually didn't pick it up. But it's Hummels this time running through. Jesus.
Is Union Berlin's game still 1-0?
Yes. Yeah.
The rain stopped. The rain stopped. So that might.
Is that the most interesting thing about your game, that the rain has stopped?
No, it's 4-0, mate. I don't know. It's the most interesting thing for.
I don't think you want to.
Kevin Vok stood there like a statue, and Sven Mitchell has run into that statue. Oh no, it's still raining. You just can't really tell.
Danny Da Costa has been bloody brilliant this game.
Didn't you say he did a Mahrez cross, which ended up like?
No. Apart from the Mahrez-esque penalty cross attempt, he's been bloody brilliant this game.
Genuinely, Dortmund, I don't know what's happened with it, but 63 minutes in, and Haaland's come on and they are passing it around a lot more, trying to feed it through to him, like trying to build the attack play up to him. But Dusseldorf, when they had a chance there when Hummels ran through, Hummels did get tackled and there was a spot open, but they just didn't push Dusseldorf. They waited. And unfortunately, you can't do that when you're sat in relegation playoffs.
I tell you, that in these games today, I think we're slowly seeing, this is so important for Bremen, but the fact that Union are winning, Fortuna are keeping a draw, which, I mean, going into this game and this match week, Werder Bremen will be praying that Dortmund can do their job, which is dispatch of Fortuna. It's one of them where it's like when Norwich won in the Premier League.
Sorry, Kieran, I'm going to have to interrupt you.
Go on.
Shot! Burke! No!
You interrupted me.
No, because it was Dusseldorf.
Sorry, I don't remember.
No, so I think it was. Hold up, let me load up. It was Tommy running through.
Oh,
No, sorry, no, it was no. It was Karaman running through. Karaman, gets past Piszczek. Piszczek brings him down. The referee lets play go. Come on, sorry, Dortmund are attacking now. 2 seconds, Guerrero! It's a goal for Dortmund.
Oh wow!
So right, Dusseldorf attack. Karaman spins past Piszczek. Karaman goes down. The ref lets play go on. Tommy finds himself outside the box, hits it straight into hands of Piszczek. The Dusseldorf players stop expecting the referee to go back to the free kick because the shot was taken so quick. Referee doesn't. On the counter attack now, Haaland takes it, holds it up for as much as can to Guerrero to push into space. Gets the ball to Guerrero. Guerrero hits it on the half volley and just powers it in. Dortmund 1-0 up, but if you're Dusseldorf, you will feel hard done by because Piszczek has absolutely took out Karaman. I mean, it's a well-worked goal by Dortmund. It was Haaland took a shot, he deflected. Great, if you get to see it, great finish by Guerrero.
Is it
but
not going to VAR?
No, because the referee waved on. Because the referee saw the foul, he gave advantage. The shot came immediately.
Kamada's got into the box. He's danced his way through. He's still going. He's put it back. What a goal from Andre Silva! That is fantastic from Frankfurt.
Goals coming thick and fast, Kieran Day, Frankfurt.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Kamada dances his way past about 4 or 5 players, puts it in the box, and Andre Silva flicks it home with his back heel. It's similar to do you remember Gebre Selassie's goal when he's flicked it through his legs with the back heel? Kamada's pulled it back. He's took it past Grojic, past Stark, past Turaniga, who dived in. He's put it back into the box, and Andre Silva has back heeled that home, and it is a lovely goal from Frankfurt.
All I can tell you, there's no goals here, but there has been some substitutes. So
about to say, if sorry, Kieran, you were talking about how Dortmund need to do the job. They got the goal, but Dusseldorf, you can see after the goal, the players were just like, it's practically unfair. It's unfortunate. Haaland takes a shot. It's a great. Oh, they're going to VAR.
Ooh.
Hold up. That's why I played it start immediately. They're going to VAR. It came off the shoulder of someone. I don't think it'll matter if it came off a Dusseldorf, obviously. It's taken a long time here. It's been probably a minute.
Yeah!
Oh, no! Guys, Kieran, I'll let you go first.
Who cares? It's Paderborn, Istanbul. We've got a goal. And it's Sabiri, the substitute I was going to mention, just came on. The corner came in from the left-hand side. Right. It was headed back across by his own defender. It hits, I think it's Josh Sargent, and it just falls to the feet of Sabiri, and all he has to do is prod it home. It's 3 to go, 4-1.
It's currently 0-0.
Disallowed.
The goal's been disallowed. So it's a handball. So the tackle comes in from Dusseldorf, and for Guerrero to shot, it hits Guerrero's shoulder. Now, I don't know whether Guerrero has done one of the best fair play moments ever, and he's told the ref, but the camera picked up with Guerrero just tapping his shoulder, saying, his shoulder, now Dusseldorf attack. And your referee checked it, said it hit the Guerrero's shoulder. It's disallowed goal. Back to 0-0. Now, this is where Dusseldorf, you'll be happy because minor retribution. But yeah, 4-1, Werder Bremen Paderborn. I mean,
yeah.
It's wonderful from the Costa. He's whipped the ball in. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. It's going to be Paderborn, Istanbul.
Is the comeback on?
No, it's not. I don't think so.
Frank has been fantastic in the second half.
Go on, you talk about.
I thought you were done.
No, I am done.
All right. It's 2-0 to Union Berlin.
That's an update for me. But we'll go through the scores quickly. 2-2, Wolfsburg-Freiburg. Wolfsburg going up 2-0 early, but Freiburg bringing back with a Holler and Schalai goal. Kieran L's game, Werder Bremen 4-1 up. Around probably 20 minutes left in all games, by the way. Werder Bremen 4-1 up. Paderborn just getting Lego through Sabiri. Comeback could be on. Kieran D's game, Frankfurt 2-1 up. We just had the goal from Silva. So again, can Hertha bring it back up? So Hertha have got the red card with Dedrick Bayata. I'm going to go to my game. 0-0, just off Dortmund. Dortmund did score, but it went to VAR. Hold up, I think it's Akanji could get a card here for a high foot. Dusseldorf player's gone down, clutching his face.
And
They're going to bring him over. Sorry, and then Union Berlin just gone 2-0 up. Gentner scoring for Union Berlin.
This is the best I've seen Frankfurt play since the restart. They've been very, very up and down, hit and miss. Like last week they were awful. This week they've been brilliant.
Akanji just been a yellow card for it. Well, it's technically a high foot, but it doesn't make contact with Dusseldorf player's face, and Dusseldorf just goes down. It's a free kick, so it's a high foot and it's a chance, but he doesn't even make a connection with the face.
And I think in the virtual Euros, they're just desperate to see a goal because Denmark have adopted a 3-3-4.
That's what Leopold's been playing all game.
Fortune Dusseldorf, ball comes in. A player goes down in the box, holding his leg.
Oh, he just had a chance for Hertha and he's volleyed it over the bar. I'm not quite sure who that is.
Bernardo says, come on, close, scoring Union twice. Our man, right, has all said that. Can it? And then Clone make me feel I'm watching Spurs again. What a feeling.
Hunter it was, who's volleyed it over Hertha.
Yeah.
You will be able to see Spurs in not a very long time at all.
Not very long time.
About a week, is it?
Yeah. I was going to say, Hoffman went down holding his leg and there was shouts of penalty. I think Piszczek and him had just had to come together, not on purpose. I think we're getting a Rory Delap throw here from... I don't know who it is. No, we're not. It kicked like the Betway signs back, but...
Is it not like Iran where they did the roly-poly throwing?
It is not, because it's already been taken. It's a corner for Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf having all the attacking chances right now.
There is how many minutes to go, boys? Because there is 20 minutes to go here.
24.
19.
90.
Frankfurt have got a free kick in a dangerous position, and it is all Frankfurt at the moment.
Bernardo's asked if we're watching Coppa Italia tonight, Napoli Inter. I might actually have her on.
Yeah, but...
Yeah,
find how to watch it.
It'll probably be this.
Yeah.
It'll probably be this, then Gladbach Bayern, then Coppa Italia afterwards.
Yeah. It's a good day of football, actually.
And then UFC later tonight, I think.
Another cat. Who's main event today?
Crap. It's Jessica Rai versus Cynthia Calvillo.
I've heard of her. I've heard of Jessica Rai because her name is Jessica Rai.
She missed weight, so that's fun. But she then got off the scale and said she don't think she can stand, so that's not good.
Well, this free kick, Kamada's left it for Kostic, who's gone low. It's blocked. Kamada's still got it though, and he's tripped over.
There's been a goal in the virtual Euros. Thank the Lord.
Oh, there has. It's Denmark who scored.
Is that Lethals?
Yeah.
Fair play. Because he's got 4 up front. He's got at least right. Just to try and make the game a little bit interesting.
It's interesting.
It's a great finish.
Is that in the virtual Euros?
Yeah. Oh no, it is a great finish. Eka has scored.
Yes.
The man that is younger than all of us.
I looked up and I just see him celebrating.
Actually, no, he might be the same age as Kieran.
Well, Danny Da Costa's done well. There is so many players in that box. And he's come out to Evan and Dicker and he's struck it. Look, it's a brilliant finish. And big Evan and Dicker has made it 3-1 to Frankfurt. And surely the 3 points are going home with them.
I'm about to say, is the game out of reach now for Hertha?
I mean, I'd say out of reach. It's been out of reach at 1-1, to be fair. They've had 10 men behind the ball at all times. Like, in the box then, there was everyone back. And Evan and Dicker's first goal of 2019-20. He's deserved it.
Big Evan and Dicker deserves all the goals. There is a sub in this one. Answia J has been replaced by Holtman.
We've just got some Gio Reyna's just come on for 23. Is that Hazard? 2 seconds. Yep, it is Hazard. I thought so. Yeah, Gio Reyna coming on for Hazard. But he's just really shown that thing, and that's a great decision by VAR. It's why we've got it in the game. Because I don't think the referee would have noticed it, but it does bounce off Guerrero's hand. A shoulder, and Dusseldorf sort of playing the game well. As soon as Haaland gets on the ball, 3 defenders or 3 players are on him, and it's the way you've got to control him, and it worked then. And they had a chance, but Stoger just kicks out a play. But still 0-0 in my game.
There's a through ball here. Oh, and Josh Sargent has missed from inside the 6-yard box. That is not Josh Sargent. That is Yuya Osako. My apologies.
They both got slightly ginger hair. Well, Osako.
Yeah, that's it. No, it is. It's brownish ginger. It's squared by Eggestein, and it's one of them where he's sliding to get a point, and he's sliding with Strodiek, the Paderborn centre-back. It's not the easiest of chances, but it hits his ankle and goes over.
Next Wednesday, we've got the Coppa Italia final. Well.
Oh, that's a foul.
Long ball over top here for Gertner to chase. He's cut back onto his left foot. He's put it in the box. It's cleared away well.
So we'll have Juventus versus either Napoli or Inter on Wednesday.
Ooh.
Napoli hold a 1-0 lead
And
going
into on Wednesday, the turn of the Premier League. Aston Villa, United, and Manchester City and Arsenal.
One of them's on BBC, isn't it? Or free TV anyway. Which one's on free TV? Bournemouth Villa?
Bournemouth and Palace, which is on Saturday, I think.
What was
that? That is exactly what I'm saying, because one at Paderborn centre-back started with David Beckham and went for a shot from halfway line.
Oh, same. Akanji just goes out. It's got to be a shot.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just the ghost of David Beckham, who's not dead, has come over. Dead. Oh,
what? The ghost of David Beckham who isn't there?
Oh, good chance for Paderborn again, but it's the touch that's let him down. But Pavlenka is giving it away. Oh, it's gone over everybody.
We've got a sub here. Sutton has come off, and Skrabinski is coming. But you never guess who isn't on? Rowan Hennings. I mean, Kieran's gone, so if this is the third of Bremen's
that might be in again here. Oh,
they've got it
over. He's found Kostic in the box. Oh, it's a heavy touch. Frankfurt all over her for Berlin at the moment.
I think if Dortmund draw it, the league's over, by the way. I think Bayern are the winners.
Do you want me to check on table?
I'm just trying to think. As it stands, 3 games left. If Bayern win, then 9 points ahead. No, it's not over, but Dortmund have to make
14
goal difference. Dusseldorf, I mean, Dortmund not looking convincing, to be honest with you. I think next season they're going to have a change up of something. I don't know. They need to retain Hakimi because he's thingy.
I don't think they will. That's the thing.
I think their back three is good. Piszczek is sort of moulding himself into a centre-back position well. He's been playing great. Hummels and
he's just too old to be playing like week in, week out.
He is. I think that's what you've got. Akanji, I think he's 27, 26 maybe.
Yeah, Akanji and Hummels are fine.
Akanji, how old's Akanji? He is.
He's younger than that, I think.
Oh, he's 24.
Yeah.
It's like he's young, but then you've got to. I think they maybe need a new centre back, sort of.
Yeah, I was going to say they need another centre back.
If they can retain Hakimi, I think they're fine. I think they'll get a nice bit of money for Sancho if he leaves.
But you think they're going to get 100 million plus if they sell Sancho?
Mm-hmm.
Probably 80 to 100 million plus.
Do you think is it like going to be like an 70 to 80 million deal, but then the extra 20?
Yeah. It's always like that. There's always add-ons. Like it'll be reported to be 130 million, but it'll be like 70 million up front with like 60 million in add-ons.
Dortmund will just have a big what's it called? Not buy clause, but if another big team buys him, they get a part of the money. Gio Reyna's come on.
We talked about Sancho
And the so what? Because Dortmund haven't looked convincing. What can they do? Like, so I was saying, the defense has been good. Piszczek is moulding himself to centre back position well. Hummels and Akanji are good together. It's more about the retaining of Hakimi, sort of just bringing some youth centre backs in.
I agree. They need another centre back. I think if they do a bit like what Bayern Munich do, they could just take Jonathan.
Sorry about it, Kieran.
No, it's not about any of the games, is it? It's just if they could take Jonathan Tah maybe off bloody Leverkusen, you could possibly do that because they took Brandt off him. So
maybe take one of the Leipzig defenders who sort of have been. In fairness, if Upamecano does leave to Arsenal, as it's rumoured, or a Premier League team, Mukiele or Konate will both just take over Upamecano's position.
Hoffman prefers to play as a centre back now as well. So
Leipzig have got a good range of defenders that Dortmund could snipe.
But I don't think the thing is with Leipzig, they won't want to sell to their rivals. I think they're better off looking maybe further down the Bundesliga, maybe like Niakate from Mainz if they go down, Evan and Dicker, he'd be a good signing, to be fair, because he is only 20 years old. Mateus Cunha's on, by the way, Kieran.
Get in there. It depends what they're after, to be honest, at Dortmund, because they've been taking youngsters for a long time, and it depends if they want to win the Bundesliga or they always want to be a project, because they've been a project for a long time.
I think they need a good, well-made defender now.
Yeah, but now it's time for them to take a step.
But now does that Rome will we see Kyle Walker between the sticks? No, because I want to get some guaranteed points first. So we will be playing we are going to have 3 strikers on the pitch.
I mean, who are you playing? Go on, give us a bit behind the scenes.
Vardy, Rashford, and Kane, and
no Sterling or Sancho.
No, I'm playing 3 up front if it's possible.
Oh right. Oh yeah, it is.
Then Sterling on one side, Sancho on the other if he's in, and then I'm just trying to see how many positions we've got left. 1 centre mid, who's that? Oh, Jordan Henderson. And then my 4 at the back is going to be Trent, Chilwell, Jimmy Tarkowski, and Maguire. And then not Pickford in that, Nick Pope.
A yellow card for Fulkrug because he got pulled down by Vassiliadis and he got in his face and started squaring off. He's only just come on the pitch, to be honest with Fulkrug.
You know what, Ronaldo? If it's possible, I'll do it for Kieran L. I'll put DCL 2020 in. I'll put DCL in.
DCL 2020, oh my God. I hadn't heard it for a few weeks.
Oh, Rowan Hennings is coming on for Karaman because this is a great opportunity. It's late, but there's a chance. There was another sub that I've missed. I'll have a look in a sec. But Hennings now getting a chance to try and make an impact.
England's number 9, Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
It was Subotica for Alfredo Morales is. Oh Jesus Christ! Sorry.
Rowan is dead.
No, there was a shot. I'm trying to see who it was from. Number 20. Who's that? It was Skripski, the sub. A shot really out of nowhere comes out. It shoots just outside the box. It shoots, hits the post, and it comes back inside. So luckily, Berkey's not stood up immediately, but he's beating Berkey.
Jonathan
just comes off the
on.
Post.
Big John on the Swansea legend. Yeah.
Oh, Dusseldorf, great shot, and he couldn't get on the thing. It's gone out for a corner, but that's oof.
That's a wolf.
That's a wolf.
And then it's
there's another chance. Cross comes in. Ahan heads it forward, but no one can latch a foot on it, and it goes out for a goal kick. Dusseldorf looking like the stronger team here. It's just showing Eric Tommy 1 shot on target this game, 88 passes complete, 36 touches.
What a player. 88% passes
he's kept
complete.
88%, yeah.
Only Eric Tommy can do that. It's qualities.
Hakimi not a happy bunny. With everything, I've just dropped my Coke lid. Another sub for Dusseldorf. Sorry, go on.
I hate football, me, sometimes.
Is it 5-1?
No, it's just the fact that someone slid in, got the ball, but because it was with force, he's not allowed to bloody carry on. It's so infuriating.
I'd just like to say, your boy has come off. Eric Tommy. You're not your boy, but Eric Tommy's come off. And Zimmer has come on.
If a stadium was there, he would have come off to a standing ovation.
With his 88% of passes complete and his 1 shot on target.
Yep. That's a man of the match performance from him.
I mean, to be fair though, if Dusseldorf do get through with a point, it's a massive point.
It is. I can see Dortmund nicking a late point. I think it's going to be undeserved.
Well, Frankfurt coming forward again, and it's through to Andre Silva's miscontrolled it. It should be 4-1.
I'll tell you what, I feel like it's we're back at school because the 2 managers are getting a telling off by the referee. They've come together, they've shook hands, they've had a cuddle, and they stood there together like good boys, and they had a go at him.
They're 4-1 down. What is he arguing about?
It should be 4-2.
In Paderborn, you can tell they're annoyed because they've been crap, so they should be annoyed, but they're just sliding into every tackle, and they're like literally pushing everyone. They're really angry.
It's like that point on FIFA where you're 3-1 down at his 90th minute and you just give up and you just start sliding, trying to get anything. You do risky moves.
Yeah, so with 7
Hakimi
minutes,
getting a yellow now. Sorry.
no, it's all right. With 7 minutes to go, I don't see anything happening in this game. There's been a consolation for Paderborn, but that's about it. So I think it's going to end 4-1, I think.
I mean, if you're Dortmund, you look back at that early chance from Hakimi, you think this game could be so different. But then you look on Dusseldorf side and you think they've had as many chances that they really shouldn't have against this Dortmund side. Haaland's when he did make a positive impact for the first 5-ish, 10 minutes, but after that, he's been invisible.
You can just tell Kostic is Frankfurt's best player. He is so good. He is the most skilled out of their players. They've got a decent team, but he is just incredible.
As we've always talked about, he's the one Remainer really from last year, isn't it? In terms of
he is class.
the team that got to a Europa League semi-final anyway.
Well, they're coming again with Kamada, who's found that's a terrible pass. If he lays that into Kostic's path, that's 4-1. But it's a tame pass.
Tell you what, Jadon Sancho is going to suit the Premier League because he loves a bit of complaining.
I think that's just football, Paul, to be honest with you.
Uwe Rosler, just showing him there, trying to ruin his team. Trying to get behind his team to get that extra point. It's another corner for Dusseldorf. Another one this time is Zimmerman.
This leaves the table Bremen on 28, Dusseldorf on 29, and Mainz on 31. But Mainz do have a game in hand and they do play tomorrow.
In fairness, Dusseldorf can definitely get 3 points. So,
who Mainz play? Maybe Augsburg or something? I'm not
Mainz
sure.
are playing Augsburg tomorrow, and Schalke have got Leverkusen.
Oh, what a shout that was, Kieran.
I'm trying to think of teams that aren't playing today.
Oh, we've got
What a
so
shout
many
that
MLS games tomorrow. Woo! I mean, I know it's the MLS, but
Was that you excited about the MLS or a chance?
MLS.
Oh,
That was a chance. Because
That's a
it's a corner and Berkey just gets to it and he punches it out. But Dusseldorf.
Oh, Mateus Cunha's been snapped in half there. It's a free kick to for Berlin.
We have 5 minutes left.
I think if Dusseldorf did score there, it would have been ruled out because it was Ayan was pulling Piszczek's arm.
I can't believe Fortuna are going to end 0-0, to be honest with you. That's a really good result.
It could end 3-0, I tell you. 1-0, sorry, to Dusseldorf. It could end 3-0. I'm in the bottom, yeah. Like you were saying earlier, 2 points separating 17th and 15th. It's a win. If Mainz don't pick up a win, the final games of the season are going to be very interesting. I mean, who does it stand? Let's say if the league finishes as it is, in the Bundesliga 2, who goes into the playoff promotion?
I think it's Stuttgart.
It's Stuttgart. They're sitting in third. They have drop points though today, so Hamburger do. Yeah, so Hamburger do move into second. Stuttgart dropped to third. 1 point separating both teams.
Well, we've got a free kick here. Platinat and Cunha stood over it. Cunha is striking it over the wall, and it's a great save by Skinhead Trap.
I mean, we talk about relegation battles. You look at what's it called in the Bundesliga 2, sorry. You've got Dynamo Dresden on 28th, they're 18th. You've got Karlsruhe CSC, who are 17th on 30 points. You've got Verheyen versus Baden, who are on 31, who are in 16th, the playoff relegation. And you've got Nuremberg, who are in 33 points, sitting in 16th.
Oh, there's a counter on here. It's 3 on 3, and they fucked it.
Politely,
they fucked
And
it.
Hertha Berlin are coming forward with Torunariga, and he's fucked it.
It's just all one big fucking.
the dream's over, I think, now. I think.
What do you mean the dream? I think it was over when they went 3-0 up, 4-0 up.
I think Paderborn, but I think they're actually down now. Officially.
How's it going in the virtual tournament?
Belgium and Russia just about to kick off.
Oh, did that other game finish 1-0 to Denmark?
It did.
It paid off for Lethal.
Imagine the limbs when there's 2 goals in a game.
Limbs when there's any goals in a game.
Mate.
Dortmund attacking now.
I wish the game was a bit more pragmatic because it's not really made for exciting viewing.
Right. Again, it happened the other day when I was getting pissed off with Sancho. Again, Dusseldorf make a great tackle, start to a counter-attack, and who's there not tracking back? It's Sancho. He's running off, complaining.
I agree. I'm with you. I'm not a big fan of his work rate or attitude
it's like,
at all.
Do the complaining after, like, there's no worrying. Go to the referee after and just say, I think that was a foul. Don't do it when Dusseldorf are either going to counter attack. Here's a cross. Hakimi's himself on the wing. Cross comes in. Goes nowhere. It's cleared by Dusseldorf. Now Dortmund are having it, and Akanji's kicked out of play. 89th. Gio Reda's not happy with him. 89th minute, 1 minute left of normal time. 45 seconds left of normal time, sorry. And
how long's left in Kieran's game? Because you had a late second half start, didn't you?
5 minutes plus added time, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've
Probably
only
about
got
8 minutes left.
Vogt has pulled back Sven Mitchell, so there will be a free kick for Paderborn, but I think any hopes of a comeback are very much not possible.
And just checking the other games, Union Berlin's still 2-0 up. And Freiburg, Wolfsburg Freiburg still 2.
That is a strong effort.
Oh! 5 minutes at a time, but Fortuna Dusseldorf are through. It shoots!
And it is 4-1 to Frankfurt.
I'll let you talk. Go.
Simple as that. It's a ball through, and Andre Silva's got his second at match. It's Ilsanker, the substitute, who's he's a fantastic pass straight through the middle of the defenders, and Andre Silva smartly finishes past Jarstein to make it 4-1.
It's Skripsy again, and it comes out of nowhere. Skripsy just sits and waits, and I think I don't know who it was. It could have been, I don't know, but he just overhead kicks it, and it goes all the way past Dortmund's defence. Skripsky runs through. He's got 2 Dortmund players on his ass, and he hits it sort of on a third bounce of the volley. And he shoots wide. Berkey doesn't get to it, but very big chance. Kieran L.
Oh, yes.
Paderborn have had 2 chances recently with Yuri Pavlenka having to make really athletic saves. First was from the free kick I talked about with Vogt. The free kick was actually laid off to Sabiri, the goal scorer, who hit it with really nice technique, almost like a knuckleball. Saved by Pavlenka, and they just had a chance then, which was tipped over the bar again by Yuri Pavlenka.
In breaking news, Timmy Chandler's on.
Oh, great. Skripsy there finds him with, he shoots on the volley. It beats Berkey. It hits the outside of the post, and from that result, Dusseldorf have got a dangerous free kick. 4 minutes left of added time. There's 5 minutes. Actual official cross comes in. It's clear. As much as I'm a Dortmund fan, Dusseldorf, I really want them to score because they deserve it.
Yeah, there's 3 minutes of added time in this one. I don't know if anyone else is eking into that sort of
87th minute I'm in.
Yeah, added time area. What was your big stoppage? Because you have I don't know.
It was the Boyata sending off that was like 4 minutes added on.
Of course, yeah. Forgot about that. The 2 sending offs.
Oh, Russia took the lead in the game against Belgium.
Bremen have made it 5-1, and Fulkrug is running around like he's won it. He has won it, but it's still 5-1. I don't know. It might be like he's just come back from injury or something, because he seems really, really happy, and it seems like a special moment for him. So it was basically a nice ball by, I think it's Friedel, the fullback, in between the centre-back and the full-back, and he strokes it with his left foot across Zingeli, the goalkeeper, and Werder Bremen have took a 5-1 lead, and that is, if it wasn't already, game over. And I'd like to see what it was, because I'd like to know why it was so special, because he's gone and ran and jumped on his manager.
Shall I have a look?
Yeah, it might be his first goal of the season, maybe. No, 3 goals in 2019-20. He might have had an injury or something. He's just come back from it.
2 minutes left in his half, and Dortmund were attacking well. Well, they weren't attacking well, but they were attacking. Let me just have a quick check of Werder Bremen's Twitter. They might say why.
Oh, they're coming again here, Frankfurt.
Also, I'd just like to say that Werder Bremen had New Zealand had crowds return for their sports today, like proper full crowds as well.
Because they were clever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious! It's a great row. Oh, he's bloody blazed it over.
Cologne made it 2-1 in the game against Union Berlin. 92nd minute.
Yeah, I think it's off injury because it said Fulkrug on his comeback.
Yeah, it must be an injury. I wonder why they're hurting so much.
And Cologne get one. Cordoba getting a goal, right foot shot from outside the box. Could I don't know how much added time there is. Doesn't say.
Oh, it was in the 90+2, so I don't think there's that much time left.
1 minute left of this game.
Oh, what a save!
game over, and it might very well be game over on Paderborn's Bundesliga journey at the moment. It's a loss for them today, and I think if Mainz, well, to be fair, I think it's over anyway, but if Mainz pick up a couple points, there's no doubt that they are definitely rooted to Bundesliga 2 next year, but we can be proud of the way they came back.
1 minute left, it's Dortmund, cross comes in, outside of the box, doesn't go anywhere. Dortmund's attack, Akanji now puts a cross in. It's a goal!
Oh.
It's a goal for Dortmund. And it's Erling Haaland. And it's an Haaland goal. He just gets above the defenders. He heads it in. Akanji plays a lovely crossing. And a poor Uwe Rosler. And the Dusseldorf plays down, and it's so undeserved.
My game finished.
Yeah. I'm just rewatching it now, so Dusseldorf just clear it out. Not so Akanji pushes up. They don't close Akanji down. Akanji plays it in, and Haaland just open space, turns, heads it in, just over the keeper, and it's in. And it's 95th minute. I expect the whistle to blow straight away. Oh, that's so disappointing for Dusseldorf. I mean, it's a great goal, Bernardo said, but
Bremen will be absolutely ecstatic that that's happened.
They will, and it's so undeserved. Yeah.
Does that keep Paderborn up for another week?
No, I don't think so. No. I think, no, it does. They're on 8 points. There's only 3 games to go. Come on.
I mean, the greatest game is on.
Oh, that's unfair. I know it's overtime, but literally, it's straight from kickoff, Fortuna Dusseldorf. Every single player runs up. The keeper comes to the halfway line. He goes to kick it, and the whistle goes. I mean, we'll go to thing. Bernardo, that past time was beauty. I mean, yeah, Kanji, great floated ball in. All the Dusseldorf players down. Dusseldorf, genuinely, in my opinion, the better side. This game, Dortmund just didn't look like a second-place team. It's a goal for Dortmund. It's an important goal for Dortmund because it slows down Bayern's. It still gives them a chance at the win, winning the league.
My game's finished 4-1. Hertha Berlin pretty much lost it when Boyata got sent off. Never had a foothold in the game in the second half. They looked poor. Frankfurt looked really well oiled. They looked good going forward. Counter-attacking was absolutely fantastic. Kamada played well in glimpses. But yeah, just looking now, Frankfurt had 18 shots, 7 on target, to Hertha Berlin's 4 shots, 3 on target.
Do you know when you watch a game and you just feel so downhearted that like something could have happened? I know Kieran probably feels like Paderborn in terms of you just want you just want them to score, and it's the same with me with Dusseldorf. Like,
with that, because every cloud, that means that going into next week, there is 8 points between Fortuna, Bremen, and Paderborn, which means with 3 games to go, the great escape is on.
I mean, they play Union Berlin in the week. Oh, it's a winnable game.
To be fair, I thought this would be a winnable game for them, to be honest. But
no. But let's take this out of it. Let's see who Dusseldorf play.
Well, if we do a midweek watch along, Werder Bremen face Bayern Munich. So
Dusseldorf play Leipzig in the week.
Say it's on. It's on, lads.
And
no, trust me, the way Dusseldorf played, they could beat.
Saturday, they play Augsburg, and Paderborn play Mönchengladbach.
It's over, lads. It's over. Dream's over.
It's so. I'm really sad.
But lads, that brings to the end of our Bundesliga watch along. If we could, we'll go on. I was just continuing.
As Bernardo just said, Celta Vigo Villarreal is still 0-0. Hold on. I missed the comment. New Zealand, Australia fully clear corona from what I see on news. That means Western Sydney Wanderers are back in action, maybe. Which means Mitchy Duke is making his return.
Mitchy Duke.
Sorry, Kieran.
No, you continue. It's all good.
No, carry on.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I've turned on the watch. Anyway, let's go through the results of today's fixtures and we'll give our thoughts on what we saw. We'll talk to Kieran Dillon first. you saw an absolute destruction of Hertha Berlin after 10 men, to be fair.
I mean, I'm not quite sure if Dedrick Boyata's on the pitch or off the pitch, to be fair. But they were Hertha Berlin. It's the worst I've seen in play since the restart. We talked on, I think it was last week when we were talking about how they're probably the most on-form team in the league. Yeah. But they looked nothing near their best today. And as soon as Boyata went off, they just looked like they didn't have a leader on the pitch. Maybe that was due to Ibisevic going off. But they just looked heartless. They looked void of any real confidence. They just looked like the Hertha Berlin before that new manager came in. So I can't quite remember his name. But Frankfurt, on the other hand, they were excellent.
Yeah, Kieran, your game. Oh, sorry.
I was going to talk on just that game for a minute. They were 1 up before, obviously, the red card. That may have been against the run of play by the sounds of it. But Christoph Piatek and opened the scoring before the Boyata sending off. Do you think that, you say they were void, but they did take a 1-0 lead. Yes, it was scrappy. Could you have seen them holding on if they'd had 11 men? I
mean, Hertha Berlin aren't the type of team to go out there and rout a team 4 or 5-0. They're the type of team to, especially in games like this where the opponents are so similar in comparison, they'll probably try and each eke out a 1-0 win, a 2-0 win. So it wasn't surprising when they went 1-0 up, because they have been playing well. It was surprising when they came out in the second half and it was still 1-0. But they looked dead without Dedrick Boyata, to be fair.
Yeah, it's always hard with 10 men. In my game, it was Paderborn 1, Werder Bremen 5, which doesn't relegate them quite, but it kind of did. The moment that penalty, which was missed by Milot Rashica, but a minute later, David Klaassen managed to head it in. They were chasing the game from there on out, and I always say that Paderborn are bad when they're chasing the game, and Werder Bremen fully deserve it, and they'll be happy that in the other game, Fortuna lost to Dortmund. What are your thoughts, Rowan, on that game? I know you said Fortuna was okay.
Yeah, I mean, Dortmund did get the win. It was a great goal. Kandri whips it in, literally bang on the 94th minute with 50 seconds left. He whips it in. Haaland, just no one round him, easy header, and all he has to do is turn his head, and it goes in. Dusseldorf with a better side, in my opinion, obviously. And as much as this loss will hurt them, they lost against a side that are second, and they probably got into the game. They probably didn't think of any points, but it's probably going to give them motivation to go see. Like, look how well we played against Dortmund. We can do big things.
It's one of them when you're that low in the table, though. You want stuff to go for you, and stuff like that when you concede in the 90th minute just makes you feel like, what's the point? Because it must be a massive confidence dent.
Final 5 seconds.
I mean, fine. All you have to do is clear that ball and it's game over. In the other games, Union Berlin picked up a vital win against Cologne, another away side picking up the win. And as we've said, I mean, Kieran said it was more than 50%. 4 out of the 5 away teams today won. So the crowd may very well be playing some part. Yeah. Union Berlin pick up a win that might well keep them up. And Wolfsburg, talking about unfortunate, had 2 disallowed goals and managed to draw the game 2-2 after going 2-0 down, did Freiburg. And that's it for the Bundesliga until Bayern Munich v Gladbach, but we are not staying live for that.
No, but we've had some great games. We've got some good games still to go in this sort of Bundesliga tournament. We're getting all of our leagues back. We'll keep these streams up, I think, for every week, if possible. Maybe different times or whatever. We'll figure it out. But if you haven't heard of us, we have the Sports Corner. It's not just Saturday watch-alongs we do. On Tuesdays, we do the Wrestling Corner. We review all the big shows. This week, next week, we will be reviewing Backlash. On Wednesdays, we have the Top Corner Football Podcast, where we go through all the weekly games. We do our predictions. We have a good waffle about a lot of teams. Give us a watch there. On Fridays or Thursdays, Kieran L does the NFL Corner, where they talk all things NFL. I mean, the season restarted in a couple of months, but I'm sure they'll come up with some content to tide them through till then. On Saturdays, if you tune in, thank you. It is the Bundesliga Watchalongs. The names might change to just Watchalongs once we do other games. And then on Twitch, currently, there is a month-long tournament going on that the Top Corner is hosting, Josh is doing, of the Euros. Obviously, the Euros are not happening this season, so Josh is doing it all virtually on PES. Currently, there's a game going on: Russia versus Belgium. Belgium are Russia are 1-0 up. I'll put a link to the Twitch chat if you are not already following. Go give that a follow and go watch. That's going on all month, so there's a lot of content on there if you are missing the football and want the Euros back. But thank you to Kieran D.
Thanks.
I
thought you were going to say thanks, Kieran D. Thanks, Kieran L. But you know,
he doesn't want you thank. He doesn't want you
Kieran L.
Do you know what? I'm not going to say thank you either. Screw you.
Thank you to everyone that's watching. Thank you to Ronaldo. Thanks for people commenting. And peace.